Yo, what's going on, beautiful people? Welcome to the Xplay Kickback. Today I'm going to be playing some Quarry. I'm your host, the Black Hokage. I'm joined by, on the ones and twos, we got Emily Rose over here on the side.
Hello, hello, hello.
I got Jake in the corner. We got Mr. Gamer Talk Radio right here. And then we just woke up Joe from being knocked out.
I just can't show
dang.
Woke him up from being knocked out. He's in
Wow.
the building. We're going to be playing some Quarry. I don't know anything about this game, which, by the way, Attack of the Show. This is the lead-in for Attack of the Show, which starts at 4 p.m., right, PST?
Correct.
Yeah, so make sure, something like that. Yeah, so so make sure to stay in there. But we're playing the Quarry today. I don't know anything about this game. I have not really watched any trailers, but I watched the only thing I've actually watched is our review.
Oh, nice. How'd you like the review?
I thought it was
Putting
really
you on the
good.
spot.
A lot of effort. I really appreciate the creativity.
That's this guy.
The lighting in it. Who did that?
That had nothing to do with the lighting.
That was John, Billy, and Gabrielle.
Yeah, it was probably one of the most creative reviews I've ever seen.
I just wrote it.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, no big
But I
deal.
guess what's your familiarity with like horror games?
I
guess horror movies. Big horror fan?
No. Mainly for the reason I just don't get scared. I just saw the Black Phone.
Oh, that's right. How'd you like that?
I actually really liked it. But I liked it more so for like the plot, like the horror elements weren't really scary to me, and that's why I'm not too much into horror because I just don't get scared.
Mm-hmm.
But tons of horror games. I love Dead Space. Other than that, I've just never really been into the genre like that.
You didn't get scared in Dead Space. You were just like, "This isn't shit to me."
No, that's why I did. That's why I did like it. Because sell my soul. I got you. That's how I always feel like when I agree to this stuff and I don't read anything. But Dead Space is one of the few games that it did genuinely scare me, and I think it was because it didn't have kind of the tropes that a lot of horror games have, where it's like I can predict, as well as movies, where somebody's going to jump out at you, and the atmosphere that they set, you never really.
Or tense.
Yeah.
Scary.
It's more like anxiety.
Yeah.
Have you played Until Dawn?
No.
Oh, wait. Are we on streamer mode? Wait, go back. There might be some music.
Yeah, there's some.
We gotta make sure that we're.
There's no way. Okay, this is what we're gonna do.
Back.
Can I just reboot the game?
Yeah.
Just reboot the game.
This is live. Live.
Explain.
We're gonna make.
Trying to play the Quarry.
Boom! Shut down.
So everybody in this room has played the Quarry then?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Everybody has different endings.
Yeah.
Okay.
So far, everybody has different endings.
Is this a long game?
Depends on how many people you kill and how quickly.
I like to make bad decisions when I play these games.
Well, then it may be real short for you.
You know, it's funny.
Dies in the first hour.
Whenever I stream games like this, like sometimes people get mad at me because I make all the bad decisions on purpose. But I'm like,
You are very much like Vanessa and Frosk. It's like they both are like, I want the most chaotic decisions.
Right.
yeah, because like life is, you got to make all the good decisions. At least if you want to be a good person, which I would hope you want to be. But in a video game, it's fictional, man. Let me do.
matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Absolutely.
These are fun because, it's also, too, it's like, it's all about these teens at summer camp. And some of them have, like, personalities. You're like, I really like this kid. And some of them, you're just like, I want this
And
kid to
some
die.
of them are teens at summer camp. I mean,
Why is it taking so long to load?
I don't know.
I just want to acknowledge, chat. I saw you saying I need the nap time. You don't know me. You don't know what I need.
Come on, SSD, power the SSD on the PS5.
Go.
Behold the power of the next generation.
Maybe this reboot will work.
I think it's looking like it might work now.
Okay, I hope so. But yeah, shout out to the chat for coming through, showing love. We appreciate you. I'm actually curious to hear some feedback from if you guys caught the Xplay Plus yesterday. Let us know what you thought in the chat. How can we improve? What'd you like? What'd you dislike? We are all ears trying to improve as always.
Yeah.
Constructive
Your thoughts
criticism.
about table.
The table, yeah. Was he a game changer?
What was
Like
the
this,
worst
like this menu, this loading screen right now.
Yeah. And then also,
Reboot the.
feel free
Okay,
to we do have the questions ability active in the chat. So if you use !Q, you can send us direct questions, and I have a little feature that will directly send me those questions, so we're not having to keep up with chat. Oh yeah, we got a lot of responses coming in, so
All hell.
lots of it was great. It was a fun show. Everyone likes table. Table slaps. Table did get signed to a 5-year. I don't know if you heard that.
Supermax
Supermax contract. That's legit.
Is Table like Ben Simmons? That's crazy.
Well,
They were
Because he showed up.
Table showed up.
I was just see if he's gonna get
Video on YouTube yesterday that was like Ben Simmons highlight reel of the 2021-2022 season.
I've seen that
And
video.
it was just him sitting on the bench the whole time.
Him hanging out on court side, just shaking hands and stuff. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This has got to be the slowest SSD I've ever used.
Be careful.
Oh my good. There we go. Restarted it. All right, it's gonna be worth the wait because I'm gonna pick all the chaotic stuff. Chat, don't worry.
It's all good. We can still talk.
I mean, it's already getting off to a chaotic start.
Yeah, I enjoyed doing the new show. It was a lot more fun oriented. That was something that I've been pushing for. Because, like, for those, just to be transparent, like, chat, like, I don't personally want to be, like, a gaming pundit. I don't really care. Like, if you need me to do, like, an interview, like, I'll do it. But it's like, I want to have fun.
They are called video games.
Yeah,
like, it should be fun.
I that's one of my biggest gripes with, like, the industry. I feel like we've gotten away from that a lot. I'm like, at the end of the day, we sit on this social media and just bickering and stuff. I'm like, yo, we're talking about pixels, zeros, O's, textures. I'm like, it's video games,
This is a
dude.
serious medium. It should be taken seriously. Games have dildo bats in them, so I think we need to give them the respect.
All right.
Saints Row 3 reference, like it is a video game.
Is that?
It's probably going to be in the next one.
Have you been playing Saints Row? Is that why you had dildos on your mind?
Corey, I just always have.
Little did you know about me.
There's nothing else going on up here.
Quarry on PS5.
Okay, we got a question from Coffee Bean Hipster. Thoughts on Dusk as Dusk Falls? Those will be coming in soon. Pretty soon. Yeah, we're working on it right now.
What is that? Dusk Falls?
As Dusk Falls, that's the game.
Oh, that's the game I'm supposed to be playing.
I am going to come over here and
Allegedly.
kill you.
I may or may not be working on something. As you can see, I'm tired. It's been a long, and it's about to get longer.
So it said it couldn't install, so I think there's an update that it might be trying to...
Maybe that's
How?
what it is.
This is great, considering it was
had it
perfectly fine earlier.
Oh, just
Let's see.
yeah. There we go. Okay.
Let's try it.
Oh,
What?
Oh, wow.
The game was never installed. Okay.
Is it connected? Is it connected directly? Is it connected?
Yo, do we got an Ethernet cable? Welcome to Xplay. Do we have any other games on this PS5?
We have Elden Ring.
Ooh. Let's see. We got Fall Guys, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Dream Daddy.
Destiny. We do have Elden Ring. We might have to put that up, man.
Oh my gosh! So
When in doubt,
we're going to have to play the Quarry.
All right. It did say canceled though, but like the thing is, only half of it was downloaded. So how far would I be able to get into the game if I paused it
I mean, you should be fine.
within like the 2 hours?
you gotta love live.
We had it open earlier. Okay, there we go. Let's make sure we do select streamer mode this time.
Hopefully, it gives us that option.
Next to start. How to
Go to
settings.
Settings, yeah.
Audio. I would imagine it's under alternate music.
On, yeah. There we go.
Is that one? Are you sure?
Yep, alternate music.
Got it.
Alternative music.
All right.
It's just gonna be like punk rock bands and stuff.
Was that a...
I don't know. I know.
They're supposed to be having online soon if it's not out already.
It's already out. My friends, we were talking about it on the podcast, they don't like it at all because apparently only one person can control the characters and everybody else is just kind of pressing buttons to like make decisions or whatever.
Weird.
So it's
Interesting. Okay.
and I guess they didn't put that in the advertising. Is this the same music?
I mean, this game
No,
is
this
fun.
is different.
It's different. Okay.
Yeah, it's different.
This is the you won't be taken down on Twitch music.
This game is fun to play, like on stream, because you can talk to the viewers.
Yeah, it's games like this are great to stream because they're kind of like a microism of like life as a whole. People get to judge the decisions you make. You know, people love to judge other people's lives, except for it just doesn't count because it's a game.
Okay, we got this question.
Black Hokage, apparently.
My bad. I'm introspective, Joe. My bad. What'd you say?
Question from Bill 930505. Have you and the Xplay co-hosts discussed Bayonetta 3's release date trailer?
No, I have not
That
seen
just-
Gerard
oh.
or Frost, but
It
I
just
saw.
dropped today.
I saw it's supposed to drop in October, right?
Mm-hmm.
The 28th.
I'm excited. The main thing that I took away from that trailer is it looked like there was multiple playable characters, which I think is cool. Because
There's there's like a new witch character.
it's gonna add some depth to the combat, which I mean it was already deep. So I know you said you wanted to call the review. If Gerard or Frost doesn't call it, I want to review that game because Bayonetta 2 is one of my favorite games of like the last 15 years.
I want us to make actual gun shoes. And see, can you walk in gun shoes?
Just
These
walking
shoes
around the
are
office
strapped-
pointing my toes at
Yeah.
You see what's going on. Don't talk to me
Safety
like
on
that.
my gun shoes.
The main thing that I'm worried about, though, with that game is the same thing with the Wii U version. I'm hoping the Switch has the hardware power to run it smoothly, the frame rate. Even if they got to make the
Why'd you
graphics
kill
look a
the
little
music?
bit more
I
dusty,
think you know why.
dial it back so the frame rate's smooth.
Oh, should we put captions
I
on?
don't think I do.
Can we turn it up a
Begins
little bit?
with an L,
Or captions will help, yeah.
like the L word.
Turn it up a little bit.
It's,
Setting.
Settings, the subtitles on.
Brenda Song is in this, Client 66. She's great.
Lesbians?
Lost, Max. We're lost.
We're in geographic
Starting off with
flux.
Right.
lesbians.
So
No, that's a
lost.
That's debatable.
No, he said lesbians.
Oh,
on
he
there.
did.
Yeah. I was like, I think I can read. Like,
I get it.
I find the QuickTime events a lot easier this one compared to the
Oh, yeah.
songs, right?
Also a lot less jump scares.
and I failed already.
Dang.
Wow.
So I got to be ready right away. I thought it was gonna be like an opening cutscene, just introduce me to the characters. I see we started off already.
Thanks, man. You got burned.
Well, I told you I was gonna make bad decisions. I'm not the best at these QTE games because like I always get relaxed and then something pops up and it annoys me.
There's got alligators at this summer camp?
This is in Florida.
They just sending kids here?
That's up.
What do you mean?
Uh-oh.
Is it?
Right.
Oh, it's an
Yeah,
analog
huh?
stick. I thought it was circle.
See,
No,
that's
they're all, yeah, it looks like it is. They're all the analog stuff.
Okay.
confusing.
So you just gotta wait for what
Oh,
direction it
analog
sends you
stuff.
in.
Okay.
I guess it's all part of the rustic summer camp experience.
Oh, right. That's where we're going.
I don't think it's
Lost
ever
Harbor.
said where this takes
200 miles
place,
ago,
but
huh?
I get
Gotta be
strong
up-
West Virginia vibes.
Oh, up West Virginia or
I don't think they got
upstate or-
gators in West Virginia.
You
Upstate
know,
New York.
Max is okay.
Definitely
It
not
doesn't make you
Florida.
any less of a man.
Oh, that's
You know,
just
if
North
Columbus hadn't
Florida.
gotten lost,
It
in
could
the
be
golden
Louisiana.
Shores, there would be no United States of America.
That could be it.
Goodbye
Well, they
hot
talk about
dogs. See
freezing.
you
It's a
later,
summer
apple
camp,
pie.
and they talk about freezing
Columbus
in the
never actually
water.
landed in
And
North
so,
America.
to me, I'm like, that has to
What are
be
you talking
north
about?
because you're not going to get
That's north.
super
Didn't
sick
even
in
know he
southern
wasn't in
lakes
Asia.
Are you serious?
unless it's like from like brain eating
Just
amoeba.
another
What
guy
what northern
didn't
state
want
has
to admit
alligators
he was
though?
lost.
Well, just another guy who's got a whole day
Yes,
named
the
after him. So
Geography with Xplay.
Let me ask. I'm
Let's
gonna
do
look that up.
Googles. I don't think there is one.
Before I roll my
How
eyes
far
at
do
Max.
alligators go in the U.S.?
Don't worry.
Because I feel like you need like a more tropical
They're
environment.
all below the Mason-Dixon alligators. They don't go north.
You guys had alligators in Texas?
Well, here's the thing. It's like the difference between what is it, alligators or crocodiles?
Were there any directions on the flyer?
No, just a.
I don't
fake
even know
bunch
if I
of
made a
kids
good
faking
decision or
around
not.
fake
To be
fires.
honest.
Okay, American alligators can go as far north as North Carolina and
Checks
as
out.
far west as eastern Texas. So that
So the
means
South.
I mean that makes sense. We got alligators in the
Yeah,
bayou
but-
that then flood the city whenever there's a hurricane. So you got alligators. We had that one shark. We had a shark
Eyes on the road,
swim all the
mister.
way up to Houston after one hurricane.
Texas is just its own world. People always talk about Florida.
Texas getting
Uh-oh.
What does that mean though?
Your choices are making the other character upset.
Ah.
I'm getting impatient in a car accident, though.
Oh no.
I thought it was circle again. Yo, these controls are weird. Put Fight Night on.
Oh, Joe, you better leave then.
I gotta get these analog. Did I kill him already?
Practicing, I've been training.
It doesn't help. There's this big glare on the screen, so it kind of makes it hard to see her. Though.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I mean, still in one piece.
Jesus Christ, what do you think that
So are
was?
they like
A bear?
friends or
They're
like
they're a
friends?
couple. They're dating.
Okay, yeah, they're
What was
friends.
Are they friends or are they?
Yeah.
They're a couple on their way to summer
Oh,
camp.
are you serious? Do you think we
You guys ever been to a summer camp before?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, can
Oh,
you
yeah.
speak more directly into your mic, please?
I mean, it was really
I have been to a
close,
summer
like,
camp
really
before.
close. Maybe we didn't-
I've been to one summer camp. It was my junior year of high school, my parents sent me to an overnight wrestling camp. I used to wrestle in high school, and they wanted me to get better.
What is it?
My roommate didn't take showers. It was the worst summer of my life.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
The first day I met him, he was like, "Hey, bro."
I feel bad for
He
you.
was like, "Do you mind? Do you care about
Really?
X?" And I was like,
Looks
"Nah,
worse
not
than it
really." And then he never showered for like a month that I
Did
was
you use
there.
Axe body spray?
He just used the Axe body spray, yeah.
Those commercials were too good.
Yeah, yeah.
If they had people I didn't believe in, that's all you needed.
But
Damn, for a whole month?
a
God,
whole month.
That's not healthy.
The good thing is I learned
for a day. It's barely healthy.
Yeah.
Axes should be illegal, period. It stinks. But the good news is what I learned from summer camp is how to comfortably take a poop in public. I used to never take poops in public bathrooms. But because I had to, because of the summer camp, I can now comfortably poop at the G4 studio.
I'm still not a
Sounds
real
rad.
big fan of it.
Not a big fan, but I'm
Yeah.
comfortable with doing it.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody should learn how to poop in a public bathroom because you just never know.
I'm loving these life lessons today, Corey.
Yeah, see what happens when you let me take helm? You just don't know what you're going to get.
Whereas I'm not.
Who
Like-
was sitting in the back seat? The dirty one live. That was a ghost.
What am I supposed to be looking for?
We completely missed.
Looking in the car?
Yeah, go to the back of the car.
Oh, the tutorial unlock L1. I pressed
Do we have
L1.
other questions?
Yeah, we got some more questions. What are you gonna do? You
I
gonna
can't see.
Snoop or no
Is
Snoop?
it about
Snoop or
public
no
pooping?
Snoop?
Oh, I cannot see up this. So I'm gonna have to look at this one.
Yeah, that one is a lot easier for us.
Yeah,
I'm snooping.
Shit. Oh, there it goes.
What does that say?
Ooh.
Thank you for interesting.
Oh, here's a college rejection letter from your boyfriend.
Why didn't you tell me?
Oh, he's not. He's a loser quarterback. Ooh.
Dang, you're dating a dumbass. How's that feel?
It was. I mean, look at it this way. At least we could stay together because if you would have went off, we would have broke up, man. Now we're stuck in the dark.
Or what if she's going to
Yeah,
college?
actually, if you could just shine a
He's
light.
not.
Oh, maybe they apply to the same one.
Here you go.
Those
Perfect,
relationships
thank
never
you.
work anyway.
Man, she's nosy.
Sooner
man.
we get
What's
out of
she
here, the
thinking,
better.
Just picture
We were
yourself
nosy.
growing up
Well, I
in front
figured
of
I was
people
playing. I was
with
figured I was
fire
playing a
pits and
Karen, so it was the proper
campfires
decision.
singing
The proper decision to make.
They don't want to catch on fire.
along. And picture yourself growing up in front of a big old space heater.
Well, anywhere's better than here.
That's a brand new iPhone. Okay. So we looked in the back of the car. Oh, what's that back over here?
Go ahead.
Silas.
Who was that in the woods?
It's that, huh?
Silas from Horizon Forbidden West.
Yo, he doesn't even know what's going on.
Do you see? It's
I just
the
saw it right
screen.
now.
I cannot see because
Where
of
you
the
going?
screen, and I need to
Just
look
over
down
here?
here. But then it's weird
Just
because the box.
Stay
right
there
on
for a
the
second,
tablet.
okay? I'm almost done.
Defiant or compliant. I don't need no man. I don't define him.
What's
What you wandering off on your own?
Excuse me.
That's not what I meant.
Yeah, it better not be.
I'm sorry. I really got to concentrate for a second, okay?
Yes.
Max is frustrated.
Look, I think
Impatient
there's someone
and
down
also
there,
frustrated.
okay?
Why is he
What's that?
frustrated so easily? Like I've
They
only
could be
defined him
hurt.
twice.
Talking back to him.
What does this say?
Didn't
In the
get into
50s.
college. Now you're talking bad.
That's what it is. He's insecure. That's what it is. I
He's
ain't
in
getting
the
to
car.
college. I'm shot. Ooh. So this game had like spirits and stuff in it or something, or like
Good
ghosts?
idea. We're so thoughtful of you.
It's got quarries, man.
I don't know what that is. Is that an actual thing? Like, what does that mean?
A quarry?
Yeah.
It's like a when you mine for like rock, isn't it? Yeah, like when you kind of see those big. Did you play Fallout 4?
Yeah.
Remember that one level where you had to go into that big, deep kind of underground stone pit where all those raiders were? That's a
There's a
quarry.
factory. Yeah.
It's where you mine for rock or ore.
Okay. So we're mining for ghosts, I guess. I don't know a lot about like ghost culture and all this. You guys gotta keep in mind. I grew up in a family where Pokemon was considered witchcraft. Okay, so like a lot of things I missed out in life.
I mean, your family wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
Let's see, L1 to view. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta explain to him about
Cool.
the
Who's
tarot
this?
card.
We all know.
Oh yeah,
just
so
collected
you're
his
gonna
first
you're
one.
gonna find.
It's
you
a
gotta-
Scorpio. Yeah.
You gotta find tarot cards in this game because it's gonna help you get clues into the next levels of like what bad things could possibly happen to you. And the cards tell a journey.
Reckless actions without thought,
If
but the
you don't
consequences
find
match.
it, someone will be really pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. So basically, my moon is in asparagus.
Your moon's in asparagus.
Yeah.
That's a good line.
Is there anything else going on in here? I gotta look down at this second one.
Yes, if you're just joining us, welcome to the Quarry.
Yeah, Corey's playing the Quarry.
Little Quarry on Quarry action.
Well, Xplay Kickback before Attack of the Show at 4 p.m.
Shout out to Attack.
Pacific.
I really admire the way they just attack that show.
Yeah.
They really, yeah.
Which, by the way, you guys should attack that like button on the Xplay Plus that just uploaded to the YouTube channel. We just uploaded an edited version of the live show from yesterday, so go attack that like button, ladies and gentlemen.
I am curious what exactly was edited.
I watched a little bit before I got
The
here.
intro was pretty cool.
Yeah, the intro was pretty cool. It's a nice little summary that captures people's attention, and then it goes into a more cut down version. I liked it from what I watched.
I just hope Mater made the cut still.
He's in the intro. He's definitely in the
Spooky poster.
show the text. Okay, buy tickets now. Harem Scarum.
Harem Scarum.
Harem Scarum. Slideshow Spectacular for Tunes and Freaks. Mystery and Magic and Escapists and Enigmas.
It's like a traveling circus.
Got you. Little Dick Grayson vibe. Okay. What else is going on in this forest? I'm actually, I'm up. The dude's name was Max, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm upset that he just let me walk around in the forest this dark by.
He had to concentrate.
This
And you're over there nagging him endlessly.
We're gonna play some more Quarry. First, we gotta take a quick break, chat. So we're gonna run some ads. We got some bills to pay, and we'll be back with more Quarry and great conversation here at Xplay.
Peace.
It just shows you how far technology has come. Welcome back to the Xplay Kickback. This is the show before Attack of the Show, which will be live at 4 p.m. PST, so make sure to stick around. But right now, here on Xplay, we're playing some games. We are playing the Quarry. This is my first time playing a little Quarry on Quarry action. Joe was just talking about how...
But the only thing is, especially in this game, you can tell like the eyes looks kind of weird sometimes. They're like looking up while they're facing, looking straight.
Cross.
Apologies for the mute. That's a me.
Oh, I was muted.
We were muted. It was a me bad.
Oh.
Hey, well, welcome back to Xplay Live. We were just talking about video game characters. A lot of them cross-eyed, huh?
An alarming amount.
Alarming amount. What's everybody's favorite character in the chat from the Quarry for those who played it? Who should I be looking out for?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's a really good question.
Speaking of questions, I will send one your way.
Okay, we got another one. Escapology Trunk. What's the question?
This one comes from Special Edition Tactician. What anime or TV show would you like to see a video game adaptation of?
My favorite anime is Code Geass. I think that would work for a video game.
Ooh,
You are
that'd
a
be
man
sick.
of taste.
You know, it's funny. People are always surprised. They think it's Naruto, and Naruto was a gateway drug for me. Is what got me into anime. So it's always gonna have like a special place in my heart. But like my favorite anime is Code Geass.
It's
Politics, action, mechs. Like
It's
I think
just-
it would work for a video game.
There's so much there.
Little mysticism, magic with the whole eye thing. I think it would work. Y'all have a favorite anime that you think would work in a game? Filled with string devices that
I
escape.
think a Cowboy Bebop game would be cool if it wasn't like an action game.
Like if it was like a story-driven game?
Yeah, especially with like a really cool art style, and you just get to build your own like Bebop adventure.
I could see that because that's a much more grounded show. Granted, it's like in space, but it still is more about the characters.
Yeah,
I could see that working as a game.
Do you guys want to see something like an open world game, or more like a different action pack, like similar to like Devil May Cry or something like that?
For anime games or just
Yeah,
game
for
period?
anime.
I feel like anime is all about the story, so it's got to be something where like the story carries it. It can't be like too open world.
I want to see more action adventure anime games. One of the biggest problems I think with anime games now is like every single one of them is just a 3D arena brawler with their spin-offs of Naruto, Ultimate Ninja Storm. And those are great, like the first 3 games, but it's like they haven't innovated. One of the best Naruto games, I think it was Broken Bond. I think that was the one.
360.
Yeah, it was more of an RPG kind of an action adventure game. I want to see more of those.
That was fun.
Yeah, those
That
were
was a fun
good.
game.
One Piece is doing it with that new Odyssey game, but like I don't really care about One Piece. So like, but shout out to the One Piece fans, they get that, I guess. I don't know where I'm going.
Did y'all hear Jeff Keighley during the Summer Game Fest when they showed that trailer? He said Monkey D. Luffy
Oh,
instead of Monkey D. Luffy.
to whoever in the chat said the Samurai Champloo game was fire, I disagree. But the show is great, and I'd like to see a really good game off of Samurai.
They made some Afro Samurai games, but they weren't really good either. They were really average.
The soundtrack was sick.
Yeah, I thought
It
the
was
first
good.
one was good in like the first 2 hours, but it got really repetitive. But I heard the second one was garbage.
Yeah, it was
Terrible.
Basota. Absolutely. I'm going in circles. I can't.
Keep
Aren't
on
we all?
walking.
Aren't we all?
Just keep on.
Yeah, that was you making jokes about me. That was pretty deep, Joe. That's pretty deep. You're onto something. Every day is a loop, especially when you become an adult.
Truly.
Okay.
I think it's better for you to look down the.
Down there? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to look down then instead of...
Are we seeing some Zatch Bell love in the chat? Oh my gosh.
Underrated.
Wow.
Underrated.
Underrated.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the name? Does Metabots count as an anime? I think that was an anime, right?
Yeah, with, like
Yeah.
the yellow robot dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Metabee. Yeah.
Pick that up.
Maybe.
I think I picked that up. Oh.
I don't know if
getting
anyone
sexy
saw
time.
the movie Redline.
Little freaky.
That'd
You
be
like
amazing.
it? Okay, watch out now. Game and Tag Radio in the building. Oh, what's the name? Yeah, but Metabots, I love that. I think it got like some DS games, but like I would like to see like an actual console. Metabots, more power.
I want a really good Gundam game. I heard that one online's pretty good, but
GB be gushing about it, but I'm like, it's even the UI looks exactly like Overwatch. And I'm like, I already played Overwatch. Like,
and like
Oh, there we go.
I know I sound like a lame, but I do like Gundam for the story. Like they have some really good themes
Ooh.
about like
Ooh.
war.
What was that about?
let's go check out.
You didn't go back.
No, I'm not playing a black character. I have to
Go.
walk. I'll have to walk towards the
You're
danger.
a confident white woman.
What's going on in my neighborhood? What's the name? No, but I agree. Who says Gundam stories are bad? Who said that?
I mean, I think just like a lot of people kind of like it for the robots and don't really like get into the sort of what.
There's a lot of Gundams and they can be hit or miss, but the ones that are good, like Iron Blooded Orphans.
GB says this new Gundam game is really, really sick. The
Overwatch one.
Gundam.
I haven't played it yet, but he loves it. But Iron Blooded Orphans is really good. Gundam Wing is a classic. I love G Gundam, it's
that's a fighting game I'd want.
from a story standpoint, it's not good. It's actually pretty bad, but I still loved it because it's like my childhood. But it can be hit or miss. Maybe I should walk towards the danger because I'm not finding any. What is that?
I have a question.
Go ahead. Is this man like this? Y'all didn't see it. This man.
I'm just trying to be polite.
Miles on the corner.
Trying to be polite.
Respect it, Jake. Thank you.
What is a good starter anime?
Oh.
Like for somebody who's not into anime, who hasn't watched anime.
Into? Like,
yeah, that's the question.
What kind of? Because here's the one thing that people don't understand. I just got my mom into anime. People don't understand about it is it's a medium and an art form, just like movies.
Sure.
There's a genre for everything. So what do you like in terms of movies and television?
Oh man, that's a heavy question.
What do you like?
It'll be. Oh no!
Sorry, that was me switching the cam.
So what's the last thing they heard?
So help me, Emily.
I know.
What's the last thing they heard then?
Where we're good now?
You talking about say if you like superhero movies.
So Jake asked me what's a good starter anime, and I asked him what he was into, and then I said My Hero Academia because he likes superhero movies and stuff. If you like another one that's easy to digest is and it's more of like a sleeper that'll make you sound cool when you talk to anime people. There's an anime called 91 Days. Okay. One of my favorite animes. It's a mafia anime.
Ooh.
And the premise of it is the beginning, the main character, he's a kid and he witnesses his dad is murdered by the mafia. I guess he owed them some money or something like that. Mm-hmm. So then he grows up and he plots revenge against the mafia and he takes down each boss one by one.
Fantastic.
By infiltrating them from the inside.
On board.
It's a really good story. Really good story.
You know what I'm not a big fan of when they try to make an anime to like a live action movie.
I don't like that either.
It's just too like you're losing something in the translation.
What do you think that is, by the way? Like, what do you think's being lost in translation?
Here's the thing: stuff is done in anime because of the animation of the art style. You can get away with things. You don't need CG or you don't need these hyper realistic things. Like you can be super fantastical in anime. Like I'm worried about the One Piece show.
It's like trying to make a live action Looney Tunes.
And animation, it loses the nuance and the kind of the charm when you try to translate it from animation to like real life. Like something in anime that's very common is like when characters, when they're confused, they'll be like, "Nani?" That sounds really cringy, like in person. But like in a cartoon and with the facial expressions, it just works. So it's one of those things. It's like I feel like let art forms be the way they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
I don't think everything needs.
You think anyone's done it right?
Translating from live action, from anime to live action.
Yeah.
Not
off the top of my head.
I've heard the what was it, Rory Kenshin movies?
I've
heard those are good.
But it's also like it's a period piece, so you're not having to do too much. But like in One Piece, it's the art style. That's the big thing. And so like you have like Luffy he has like these essentially Mr. Fantastic gummy powers, and just having to like show that in CG on a man is gonna be look a little wonky.
Yeah. Which, by the way, is another classic anime. You should check out Rurouni Kenshin, the Manslayer.
So long.
I would say with those movies too, it's like they were Japanese movies, so it's Japanese filmmakers adapting.
They understand the art.
Lots of Speed Racer love in the chat for the Speed Racer movie.
Great movie, surprisingly good tie-in game. If you can play Speed Racer on the Wii, I highly suggest it. It's a time.
Speed Racer is like my parents' generation of Dragon Ball, and what I mean is Dragon Ball and Pokemon. A lot of us, when we were younger, we didn't know Dragon Ball and Pokemon were anime. To us as kids, we just thought it was cartoons.
Where are you?
To my parents, I feel like they don't know that that's an anime. But my dad loves Speed Racer.
See, my dad loves Speed Racer too. That's how I got into anime.
It's an old people anime.
My dad was like, watch Speed Racer. It is, and the reason why people make fun of Speed Racer a lot because it's like they all talk like this and they talk really fast and they all repeat things. And it was because at that point in time, they didn't have editing software. You couldn't edit things, so they just really had to have the actors dub perfectly on that moment and fill the space.
It's also a product of the era too. Like,
Nice, good.
I was like prepared.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna fuck it up.
Eat that brand.
It helps me. This TV is much better than the one on top. It's a product of the era, like the Super Friends show and like the old Batman live action show. Just like a lot of corny stuff. Like you have to appreciate it for what it is versus what you want it to be.
Max!
Hey, why are you shouting?
So let me flip the question then. Is there anything that's live action that you think would make a great anime?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, they already did that with Matrix with animation.
Yeah.
Animatrix, yeah.
I think
pretty good.
Blade Runner could. The one they did on Adult Swim was not that great, just from what I watched. Visually, it just didn't do it for me. But I think it was just a cool enough world.
There's an anime Wolverine movie, I believe. They got pretty good reviews.
No, but I heard something.
Wasn't there recently too Star
Let's just get
Wars?
outta here.
Yeah, a Spider-Man anime.
Ooh, someone in chat suggested John Wick.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Come
come
on.
on.
That's a great pick.
Oh, God, I thought you said you checked it.
I did check it. And
Oh
it was
man,
fine.
we're in the middle of a heated argument.
Honey,
But
I know.
can I pause it? Can. We're gonna take a quick break because we got some bills to pay. But when we come back, more great conversations about anime and other random stuff, as well as playing more Quarry on Quarry action.
Yes, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned. What it do, baby? Welcome back to the Xplay Kickback, the show that is live before Attack of the Show at 4 p.m. PST. Make sure to check that. Stay in here. We're playing a little bit of Quarry, a little Quarry on Quarry action, and just taking questions from the chat, just chatting it up, having a good time. I'm right now getting into an argument with my boyfriend. I haven't been listening.
It's an animal or something.
No, it wasn't an animal. You didn't see it. It was a woman.
Lord, this isn't
Yeah, her,
helping.
yeah, her
all
eyes
right?
are like all over the
Go!
place.
There we go. We're
He's
good.
not making eye
See?
contact either.
Please just get us out of here.
I wonder why it is so hard to hide the face.
Max!
I'm trying.
What do you mean,
I'm
like
trying.
eyes and like animate them normally, or like?
Yeah, like it looks more like a natural conversation.
Gotcha.
Technical jargon.
You just.
We're okay. We're safe in the car, really. We're gonna be okay.
Ooh,
Oh, fuck. Oh,
you kids lost.
Roll it down.
Hi, officer.
How
How are you
being
doing
so
this evening?
creepy?
Are either of you injured?
Really, we're fine. We're just a little shaken up.
You know this is a sundown town, right, son? Lucky for you, you passed the test.
Gosh.
Flash, Layton. Do I sense 1/8 in there, boy?
You passed
What's
the test.
funny is you're not wrong. When you get further into the story, you'll realize that that's kind of accurate.
Based
Not
on
for
it.
the reason that
We
you're
don't,
saying.
we don't like the police. We gonna lie.
Well, we were just driving, and it's really, really dark out here. And I don't know, we must have hit like a pothole or something, because we swerved and now here we are.
She's in a position where she can get away with that.
I mean, these
You're
roads
not
are
wrong.
really not in great
Statistically
shape.
speaking, you're not wrong. Half children. You're a liar.
Oh, he's got blood on his neck.
Yeah, he's up to no good with that blood on his neck. The cop doesn't believe him. Dang.
The car running.
Sir?
Not a good liar.
Is this kind of like the all-time scary?
I'm not gonna hold you. We're in a dark area of
First
town. Nobody
cop.
else sees.
What,
It's
like
just
Emma?
us and him.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
take
not a
off.
criminal.
Just take off.
It's you or him. Choose you.
But you're stuck.
You're stuck?
You're stuck.
He's
How
got-
Oh
Gotta tow
yeah,
you.
we're stuck in the mud.
He's got to tow your butt.
no, are you gonna go out and push the car?
We got this hoopty.
All right.
Got no 4-wheel drive.
In this meantime, we got a question from Red Sage XXV. We replaying Mass Effect Legendary on Prime Day free version?
That are on Game
you
Pass.
folks
It's
wanna
Mass
tell
Effect
me
anytime, all the time,
Just
baby.
what in the hell? you
Definitely
are
take
doing
advantage of
all
Mass
the
Effect
way
being
out
free on
here
Prime Day. Oh my
this
gosh.
late at night.
I added it to my library, but am I gonna play it?
This
It's not that I don't like Mass Effect. It's just a lot of game.
We're heading up to
And when you
It-
have
it is a lot of
Yeah,
game.
when you have a job playing games, it's hard to.
You
Counselors.
can run through the stories. Like each one's like 20 hours or
You're
something.
one night
Oh,
early.
the
One.
Chugs
No,
just
we know.
rated us.
Oh,
Shout out to the
Hey,
Chugs.
You know,
baby.
Thank you.
And to be honest, sir, one of us
Halo
got
reaches
over
lit,
shoulder
though.
navigation.
Thank
so-
you.
Halo's
I don't care what you say.
To all you Chugs fans, if you haven't seen our video where Adam Cole dunks on Halo, you should go to the G4 YouTube and watch it. The Xplay.
You're not going to make it to
Xplay
Haggett's
YouTube.
Quarry.
I would never say it to his face, but he's a delightful
Not
man.
tonight.
He is. He is.
Yeah.
Unless he starts talking about
Harbinger
Halo, he just
Motel.
changes.
It's the nearest place. You can bunk up there for the night.
What's
Okay?
up with his neck, man?
He
I
clearly
think
was
we're just
scratching
gonna
and
stick
fighting
to the
somebody
plan, sir.
before.
I
Doesn't
mean,
look like a
Mr.
scratch.
Hackett knows we're coming.
Oh, he's
and
got
we
the,
call ahead.
No,
Orochimaru
ma'am. You're
curse
going to
mark.
head to the Harbinger Motel. Do you understand?
Oh my god.
That's what it is. That's why he's acting crazy.
Are you going to be insistent or compliant?
I don't listen to cops.
With all due respect, sir, why
We're just
can't we
learning
go
a
to
lot
Hackett's
about
Quarry?
you.
Because I
This
told
game.
you to
I mean, it's a
go
good
to the
question. Why
motel.
can't we go to the camp that we're supposed to be going to?
Why are you
Okay,
gonna
I
have
just
to
don't
leave in the middle of
understand
the
what the
night? This is
problem-
Ma'am,
weird.
please step out of the vehicle.
Whoa.
What?
Dang,
What?
Officer,
shoot
she
the
didn't do
man.
that.
Oh no.
See? You see what I'm saying?
Ma'am, if you wouldn't mind stepping out of the vehicle,
I'll
I
be
would
like,
just
no,
like to
let's
show
go.
you a route.
He's gonna let him talk to you like that?
What year does this take place? Or like a
Present
rough idea?
day.
Present day.
It's present day. Okay.
There is somebody who does not know what a wheelbarrow is.
Yeah.
Son,
What?
remain in the vehicle.
Okay.
Impatient. Everybody's impatient with me. Sheesh.
He's getting mad.
So it's getting real stressed.
Okay.
Well, do you ever think maybe your behavior is causing people to get impatient with you? Do you
Yeah.
ever think about that?
If you haven't already,
According
yeah.
to the internet, Joe, I just have to live my truth. It doesn't matter how I affect other people. Okay, I'm not the problem. You are.
Okay.
Thank you, Chugs, for the raid.
So,
and if you haven't
we-
already, go give Chugs a little follow.
Why he licking his pencil?
Right
Am I
about
missing
here.
something?
Sometimes you gotta get that to get the lead going.
I guess.
Hey, you gotta give it a lick to get the lead going.
I was about to add this southern thing. Like,
Gotta get a little lead in your
you'd have thought he had a feather.
Two
pen-
people said it, so I believe it.
a little lead in your
Harbinger
pencil.
Motel can guide
Gotta
you
rev
there.
your lead up down south. That fake smile. I'm doing a good job. I'm faking it, baby.
Seems annoying.
This is exactly what every encounter with a cop feels like.
Now, there's a question that I'm going to point
Harbinger
out.
Motel. Stay on
Kenji0586
the
asked,
road.
when is the Fight Night
Watch
rematch
out for
between
potholes.
TBH and Joe? And I'll tell you right now,
Oh, you need
Joe
like a
been
statement.
training all day.
Today.
All day.
It's coming soon. I will tell
Right.
you that.
He's been
much.
playing
We're
the
not
Rocky
exactly-
theme at his desk, listening to it on a loop.
I wasn't even trying when I was playing. You please stop.
Oh.
Oh!
Damn, Joe.
Fun fact, chat. I was actually ranked in the top 100 in that game. I was a sweating Fight Night champ.
So you were playing daily. Not
I had blisters on my thumbs at one point because I used to play so much.
I did not.
But also, I genuinely love boxing. It's my favorite combat sport. I love the sweet science and just the nuance of it all. Relieved or
go
annoyed?
with
I'm relieved because he's gone. Because he's gone. The cop is gone.
The
Why
day
would I
needed
be
like
happy?
at least a dozen showers.
Oh my god, I know.
You want to talk to the police?
Was it blood?
I wish he came back.
I want to be
Next
harassed
step.
some more.
Meet you.
Officer?
Lick that pencil again.
That's right, Dijin Singh. I am gonna get it back in blood.
All right, let's get back on
Joe,
the
I kind of
road.
feel like,
I think
you
we
know,
got
with
enough
this
woodland
rematch,
encounters for one night thing.
maybe something should be on the
So where's
line.
this
I don't
motel?
know.
Oh.
Okay, so we're here.
My bride is
in the motel.
enough.
I think that was gone long ago. I think
What's
we
that?
need something,
Hackett's
I don't know.
Quarry.
Is this stream
Tangible.
live stream?
It's gonna be
Kinda
How are you with
tricky
hot
and
sauce, Joe?
in a thing.
Oh.
Why
Mm.
we asking
It would make the video more
I'm gonna
fun.
say.
Don't say what it is just yet.
I'm just throwing around ideas.
It would make
I
the video
have
more
a
fun.
surprise for
To go to
the
some
crew one
creep-ass
of these
hotel.
days.
Mm.
Hot sauce related.
I'm just asking
check it out,
questions,
shall we?
right? In this podcast format, I'm just asking questions.
Isn't that what
Oh
we're
my
doing here?
God! If he called
Danny
me
coming
now,
through with
one
the
more time
Goya.
I was gonna shut
Joe,
that
shut
mouth
up.
up.
Travis suggesting
Seriously,
a pretty
do I look like a
big
man to you? I've
shave
been
of your
like 20
head if you
years
lose,
before I'm
Joe.
a
I don't
man.
think we,
Oh,
we can't do that.
You would never see
What?
Joe again.
no.
That-
Yeah.
I would just not be on
Debatable.
Xplay after
Easy.
that.
I mean, I'm kind of into ma'ams.
If he agreed to doing that, I would
Okay,
respect it. I'd be like, okay, he's feeling confident. Okay, so we made it out. I don't know why I never noticed that there's a game time right above me. I never noticed that on the
Okay.
wall.
It's game time. That's our new little thing.
It's
So
game
the
time.
cop told you the cop said don't go to Hackett's
You gotta
Quarry.
be kidding me. There's nobody
Go
here.
to
We
this
drive all
hotel
the way the fuck
instead.
out here.
Max, can
And you
we
said
just look around before
no.
we jump to conclusions?
Did you actually
You
even
just
talk to
went to
Mr.
the
Hackett,
summer
or did you
camp.
just leave a message?
I have a
What's the
sneaky
difference?
suspicion,
This-
regardless
this
of
is
what
the
I
difference.
chose, I would still end up here, though.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take that as he's foreshadowing something.
I guess he doesn't check his voicemail.
How was I supposed to know that?
And y'all had told the
Man.
camp counselor or the camp leader that y'all
clearly
were going
there's
to arrive the
somebody
night
here.
beforehand.
Yeah, or
and
it's
he
just an
never got
abandoned
back to
car,
you.
and this is a complete waste of
Why
I
would
don't
that be
see
an
this
abandoned-
couple working out by the
Look
end
at
of
the
the
car.
game. I'm just calling.
I mean,
Who lets a bunch of high school kids
Max.
go into the forest by themselves, though?
that's every
I'm
summer camp
sorry.
ever.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I guess mine was Sky Ranch in Tyler, Texas, and it was mostly
Tyler, Texas.
Tyler, Texas. It was mostly
There's
college
something up
students, not high schoolers.
I went to church camp a few times as a kid.
I went to church camp
anybody
every
home?
summer, not for the church, but for the camp.
The
part.
camp was actually
part
really
awesome.
fun.
Sky Ranch was
You
a camp.
tolerated the church to deal with to have the camp.
Yeah, it's like you're having like this massive water battle on the field, and like I don't know this has to do with Jesus. But
Right.
I'm having a good time.
Right. Well, he
Did y'all
walked
have a
on it,
blob?
Right. So
Did y'all have a blob?
no, I
No.
always wanted a blob.
Ever since
so
seeing heavyweights,
bad.
I was just like, I want to
Right?
do that, and I haven't.
Oh, I
man.
always got vertigo. I couldn't go on the blob.
I mean, I
You
would
had
of
to
course.
jump down.
I'm sure it would have been a situation of
You would've
Jake launched me off the blob. and I
yeah, you
never
wouldn't
get
be
to
the blobber. You'd be-
I'm always the launcher, never the launchee.
Dang, I'm sorry, man.
Story of my life.
I went to church to sleep. And because of that, my mother pulled me out of church because I was embarrassing the family.
Y'all didn't have like
You
it
don't
wasn't-
get to serve the Lord anymore.
I just always just get sleepy, man.
The one
Like-
thing church got right is there's a snack halfway through. That's the one. That's the best.
That's the
thing.
Jesus snack
churches.
time.
Well, some churches.
Some
fair enough,
churches.
Yeah.
I didn't have snack time.
Or at the end, they would always have like donuts.
A
or
little
something like that.
cracker and grape juice.
Yeah, when
Oh,
I
yeah,
went
that's
to-
only like
Okay,
beginning of the
getting
month.
tipsy off the grape juice.
I went to church camp when I was in high school, but I was there only for the girls.
I respect
You were
that. I
hanging out
respect
church
that.
girls.
Hey,
Hey.
come on,
Hey.
man. I know why you was hollering at the church. I know. The real ones know why.
Let's go in the basement. That seems like a good idea.
That was like,
You're just being in character.
I'm just trying to get the story to be interesting. Oh,
Ooh.
see,
it's like the black phone.
was something similar to that?
Hey,
It's some basement
are you
type
okay?
stuff. Yeah.
Was that somebody naked?
Is that
I'll
dog?
be
Yo,
right
the
back.
eye
I'm
looks
gonna get
too
some help.
realistic, though. That's creepy.
Max,
Who's keeping
Max,
kids
get
in
over
the
here.
basement?
What's going on?
there's somebody in the bunker. I think they might be stuck.
Stuck? Is it Mr. Hackett?
I don't know. Just bring some tools so we can break the lock.
Oh yeah, we're gonna break in.
Her
Hey, I'm
boyfriend
back.
is just one giant
We're
red
gonna get you
flag.
out of there.
He's just sitting in this car. I'd be like,
That's what I'm saying. Like
He's
he's
not
like
even
talking.
helping.
Go look,
Look,
bro. Why are you
look,
letting your girl walk
To
around
be
like that?
fair, she's wandered off in the woods by herself and now wants to break into a basement. So that's a little red flaggish to me.
he's
I
also
don't know.
he, well, he
Listen,
was
that's
blaming
for
on us for
one,
being lost.
And if
I'm
you're
looking
down,
at
you're
it.
down.
There's a TikTok that went viral like a few months ago, and it was like, "That's your man," and it'd be like a goofy shot of like the boyfriend. He'd be like, "I'm gonna stick by him." No, it should be the same thing. And like, that's your girl. You gotta stick by him. Like it is what it is. You picked it.
There was definitely someone there.
Her
Okay.
boyfriend's an
Okay,
L.
so-
Agreed. Agreed.
Max is a huge L. Okay, hammer
take
or wrenches?
the hammer or the wrenches.
man.
I feel like the hammer would make more noise.
It would make more noise,
sure?
but like in the event of combat,
But I'm thinking as a weapon.
A wrench could be heavy. Look
Are
how
you
big that
gonna, are
wrench
you gonna
is
be
heavy.
confident about this? Are you gonna be confident about breaking in?
I gotta reinforce my man.
TikTok, right?
Saw it
I
on
gotta get.
Yeah, you saw it online. You saw a video online of how about breaking basements with wrenches. It was a TikTok. Dang.
Bolt cutting.
Okay.
Let's go.
Within seconds.
Now, if I would use the hammer, it
The
would
internet doesn't lie to you.
Okay, now he's helping. Good.
Emily, you've played the Quarry on stream. So how's this comparing to your playthrough so far?
Pretty good. I mean, we're still kind of in prologue town, so we haven't really like this is like your
You've seen the
this is
Evil
before
Dead.
this is like the intro of a horror movie, so you're setting the scene. I'm really curious to see what happens
Well?
next.
Yeah.
The lighting is on point in this section. Really sets the tone.
Emily, you play this
Are you hurt?
with
You
licensed
exist?
music or with a non-licensed?
Non-licensed music, but
The whole time?
the whole time because Vanessa and I were streaming it, so
I'm saying like personal, like
Be
at
careful.
home.
I haven't played it by myself yet. No, I need to though, because I want to see. Because when Vanessa and I played, shout out to Vanessa. Ian.
Somebody dropped the Apple Watch. Is that the
Put their
Series
name on it.
7 on it?
Apple Watch.
But
Which you found out something about that, by the way, that we did not.
yeah. So Jake was kind of popping into, and so did Corey and Danny. Y'all popped into our stream that on 4th of July too, where we realized something. It told us we learned what the twist in the story was very very early on because of a choice we made that they didn't. So that was really interesting. Uh-oh.
Max?
That's a rib cage.
Do you feel like your choices mattered all the way to the end?
Yes.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
there's even decisions that you make pretty early on that
That can have
come back later.
huge
on.
effects, like in
Oh,
the
yeah.
last chapter.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I know someone that got every character killed. There was no ending.
I've heard.
Whoa.
The game just blue screen.
Just deleted it.
Ian.
And the screen
I'm not
popped
allowed
up.
to play this anymore.
It said no, like a game over screen just popped up and said, "What are you doing, bro?"
Hun, maybe it was a possum or
That's like
something.
the old
there was-
You Don't Know
there was
Jack
something
games.
here, I swear.
They had questions where you could
Hey.
type in the answer. And it
It's
had,
been kind
there
of a
was
night,
one where if
you
you
know?
typed in "FU,"
Let's just get to the motel.
Like, you
we
just
can come
type
back here
"fuck
first
you"
thing in
in
the
all of
morning. We
them.
can check everything out. But
you would do it 3 times, and on the third
you
time
must
it
be
would say, "All right,
exhausted.
you
I
know
know
what?
I
That's
am.
enough," and then it would quit out of the game
I think our
entirely.
imagination.
Max?
I mean, he kind of.
Max didn't scream at least though.
Max?
Man, Max is a coward.
If somebody jumped on top of me at bare minimum, I would say, "Ah."
I'm hearing someone in the chat, or I'm reading someone in the chat calling me out for doing some of the counselors dirty. Those who deserved it deserved it. Brenda's song did not, and I fully accept
No,
that,
she did not.
that I failed that.
All right, so my prediction: only someone
he's
a part of the
injured.
Creed could stab someone so efficiently and quietly. So that's either Ezio, Bayek. I don't know, man.
Was there?
Son-
Are you gonna help him? Are you gonna leave your boyfriend? Or are you gonna help him?
Ooh.
He's been a
Help
jackass.
him.
Wow!
I need a new
So stand by your man. I guess not.
Bye.
Wow.
Dang.
Wow,
Mr.
Mr.
Stand by
your man
girl,
says
stand by
bye.
your man.
This D game
When
was
he
weak.
gets real.
I got a little pee-pee. She's dead too?
So you did that. Emily, Vanessa did that. We did not. We dragged his ass back up the steps.
Oh,
He does not
the
deserve
cops
it.
judging me.
That's what I did. I took.
So let me guess, she's in the basement now?
Does this look like the goddamn Harbinger Motel to you?
Yes.
Wow, bro.
Why his face twitching?
The bolting Hokage.
That's a good place right there to take a quick break and pay some of these bills. So ladies and gentlemen, stay in the chat. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to pause the game. When we come back, it's going to be more Quarry on Quarry action right after this. Skirt. Yo, what's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to the Xplay Kickback, the pre-show for Attack of the Show, which will be on later at 4 p.m. PST. Today, we're playing a little bit of the Quarry. And right before I left, my boyfriend Max ended up dying in the game.
But you never mentioned how.
You left him.
You left him.
You let him die.
Okay, but he died. That's the point. I didn't lie. And then somebody in the chat was asking, why'd you let him die?
Yeah, Travis Guag asked, TBH, why did you not support your man?
Well, the thing is, like, if you remember in the beginning of the game, we found that note that said that he didn't get into college. And because he didn't make it into college, I figured he wasn't going to make it in life anyway, so I just let him die.
Wow.
Oh. You are the Everest College
Let's get...
guy.
I'm DeVry.
Gonna teach you some more.
Actually, I'm ICDC College.
All right, I have a question for Emily and Jake. Are there any characters that you hate in the beginning and then love at the end?
Dylan.
Dylan?
I didn't like Dylan starting out because I thought he was a smartass.
Yes.
And then by the end, he was probably my favorite character.
We did not, Vanessa and I did not like Emma or Jacob, and we made sure to get them killed. We did not give them...
We ended up, actually, Emma's another one. I did not like Emma either, and most of us didn't. And then by the end of our run, she was a badass.
Was that the social media?
Yes.
Yeah.
We ended up really liking her.
I started liking her towards the end.
I didn't like her because of what she did to other characters.
Also fair.
I don't know why, but the name Dylan just makes me think. I can't remember the name of the character. What was the name of the character from the... Oh, my Lord.
Wow.
So it looks like we're just going to be talking to the chat, guys. This is how you don't...
Well, no, wait. It's only going to take 99 hours or more.
Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. What was the name of the character from The Walking Dead Season 1? The high school kid that wore the Letterman jacket. I hated him. He was a snitch. And I don't know why I keep thinking his name was Dylan.
What was his name?
Might have been.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I hated him in The Walking Dead. He threw the whole team under the bus, man. If you haven't played The Walking Dead, it's an amazing game. If you like story games, like the Quarry. Kenny, yeah.
Because he had the kid named Duck.
Yeah, I hated Kenny.
Oh, no, Kenny was the...
No, he was the redneck.
Kenny was the redneck adult. It's yeah, I know who you're talking about. That guy was a dick.
Yeah.
I liked Kenny. Kenny becomes your buddy.
Yeah.
99 plus.
99 problems, and downloading Quarry is the one.
Do we have to delete some games off of this?
No, I think it's more of...
I think it's because we're on the Wi-Fi.
The Wi-Fi. You have to connect the door.
Because 5 gigs, honestly, isn't that big. Especially, we got good internet. I think we got gigabit. So, like, it should down... Every time I download stuff on the Game Pass, it goes pretty quickly. Yeah. I'm surprised we don't have an Ethernet cable in here to, like, just wire to.
Probably do. We just don't.
Any other questions?
Let's ask some questions.
Yeah.
This is great. We're gonna do. Speaking of which, would love to see TBH play Dream Daddy. If you want to play a different game.
The other game doesn't work. I roll with the punches. This is the beauty of live streaming, you guys. You just never know what's gonna happen.
Unless we can.
Let's see. Okay, this goes to the room. This is from Fat Lacey's Picola. Favorite 2K games / Madden games.
That's what he's talking about.
Wait, he's talking about only sports or just 2K games?
I think 2K probably 2K sports games or / Madden games.
Okay, well, no.
Let's see who's at the door.
There's no good Madden games.
I feel
there hasn't been one
like this is Mr.
since
Rogers'
like 2008.
neighborhood.
Since I was like in middle school.
Yeah, well, no, it was.
It was.
All right.
A Wild Jefferson has appeared.
Wild Jefferson in the building. Big Jefferson. By the way, I don't know anything about this game. I don't know what this is about.
You're gonna play a dad. And you're gonna date other dads.
You're dating daddy.
Do it.
2K games. I think I will go with BioShock for me.
If it's
really love the story.
If we're talking just any 2K game, yeah.
I interpret it as a sport.
But I did too.
2K games and then Madden. I'm like, okay, wait.
So if we're going sports like 2K and Madden, I mean, you can just scratch Madden off the list. But like the last good NBA 2K game to me was like NBA 2K20.
I thought 19 was okay.
I liked 19.
Okay, which one was the NFL 2K5 was $20?
Oh,
yeah, the ESPN. Yeah.
That's my all-time favorite.
That had
who was
that? Was 2K5, I believe.
It was 2K5, right?
Yeah, it was 2K5.
The football
the
one,
Eagles player, wasn't it?
Yeah, was it? Donovan?
I think it was Donovan McNabb.
Well,
wasn't it?
Master Flex was in it.
Last like 2K that basketball that I generally loved and enjoyed was probably 2K14.
Terrell Owens. That's who was on that one.
2K14 was the year that they introduced the park into the game.
Yeah.
And that was before there was a whole like YouTube community where it was like really toxic and stuff like that. So people were just in the park playing for fun. So I really enjoyed that year.
I thought 20 was balanced. I thought 2K20 was balanced really well because
You're a mean dad.
Absolutely.
Because
I died.
like you could build somebody who was really good offensively or defensively. Like it was like last year's. It was all there was no point in making a defensive player because defense was just not happening.
Defense doesn't win games in 2K.
Right, and and the one last year was terrible, and it seems like they overcompensated. But 2K20 was a great balance, and that was the year that me and my buddies built. It was right in the middle of the pandemic, and they had just shown the Last Dance documentary with Michael Jordan, and so we made the Bulls' Big Three for the park, and it was awesome.
What's the name? The problem with 2K is they need to revamp their whole engine. Like the defense is awful because like a lot of times when you try to play defense, it has terrible collision detection and like players will phase through one another. So like you can't even play good defense because the offense is so overpowered. They'll phase through your body.
Yeah.
And they were supposed to. That was the reason I was excited about 2K21. I think it was for the PS5, the first next gen one.
Yeah.
It was running on.
Build that,
Do it.
build that, dad.
Do it,
Build
Dad.
that, dad.
Is that what you guys shouted last time?
Yeah. So you can make
there.
make your dad. Are you gonna make you? Or are you gonna make another dad?
Do it.
So hello everyone, welcome to the Xplay Dream Daddy stream, formerly known as the Quarry Kickback. Quarry playing Quarry.
Yeah.
We're playing Dream Daddy now because
I don't know anything about this game, chat.
sometimes we like to switch it up like this.
Just roll with it. Uncle, yo, you actually, he is the skin tone. Let's see if we can do that. Let's see if we can do that. Let's see if he has a similar hairstyle.
Oh, wait, that right there.
This one, oh yeah.
Oh,
There you go. Right?
Was his hair white or blonde?
I think it was
I
white.
think it was
White.
white. It was white.
I think it was white.
You know what? I'll pull up a picture so you can just have a
Good
look at it.
reference.
Definitely white.
Oh, those are eyes. Whoops.
It was white or gray.
There you go. Set. Okay, so
Eyes. We need evil. What are y'all doing on my lawn? Oh yeah, he had like the big eye. I don't know if you could get that combination of like one big and one small. Probably just gonna have to get something mad looking.
you know what? That's close enough. I think the last one. This one. Or the top right.
Yeah.
All right.
Look at that.
See your nose.
I remember his nose. Do you have his nose?
She's just got a big honker.
Yeah, he got a big old nose.
In the meantime, we'll ask some more questions. This one comes from Travis Wog. Do you think you could survive a horror movie?
Yes.
Yeah. Because I'm about that action. I'm not. I'd be on a mission. I think I could bring people together. So I think I'd be okay. Long term, though, I don't know. Short term, if there's a solution. Like, one of the things I always hated about The Walking Dead TV show was in season 1. You guys saw the show, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When they get to the end and they meet the dude and you thought they had the cure, the CDC.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this show's going somewhere. And then they just blow up the whole building.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, that's what I was already over it after that. I was like, this show's never going to end.
He whispered something in his ear, and then he wouldn't tell anybody for 2.5 seasons or whatever. Though.
I have a question though about that. So, if you get bitten, are you gonna tell us? Or are you gonna keep?
Oh, that's a great question.
If I got bitten, I would kill myself.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, why,
You didn't even
yeah.
chop your arm off?
It's
Or
It's
leg?
not
Nah,
gonna
I wouldn't want to live if, because then you're sitting there wondering, oh, I could turn, I could not. I'd probably just like write like a note and be like, hey, love you guys, but I got bit and I just didn't want you guys to. I don't want to put that anxiety and pressure on people. So I'd rather just go in the forest and.
You know, I could drop her off like somewhere in the middle of nowhere.
I'll
But
give
it
you a
makes
ride
it-
to go kill yourself. If you
It
get
makes
bitten.
it harder though, because I gotta have a conversation. Oh, wait,
Hey,
Happy. Yo, that's perfect.
the dark. So wait, what would y'all do if you got bit?
I mean, I think it depends on where you get bit. Because if you get bit like on the hand right here, I'm gonna be like, great, chop off the hand. Because once you If you chop it off, you can stop the infection.
I mean, we don't know how the pathogen spreads, though. Like how quickly it replicates in your bloodstream. So
Yeah.
I would just take the safe choice.
I think it's also going to depend on who I'm stuck with.
Yeah.
Maybe I want
shit.
to.
If I don't like, I'm just gonna destroy the whole town from within. Like,
If I die, everybody dies.
You know what? You all deserve to die, and I'm gonna be the catalyst for that.
If you could go anywhere, like it was like, hey, zombie apocalypse has happened. You can like hole up anywhere, go anywhere. Where would you go? I think Costco's.
I don't think he has
yeah.
facial hair, right?
Pretty
Just like
big.
stubble.
Yeah.
But the thing about
BJ.
Costco is that like most people are probably
Beg
thinking
pardon?
about that.
BJ's. There's a sort of
Look at this guy.
Yo, serious.
I like where your head's
bet
at.
you know
World's
that
ending.
is.
Oh,
It's like Costco. It's like Costco.
What's the name? So the question is, if there was a zombie apocalypse, would you guys try to establish like a base and like build a community, or would you be like a nomad, like a raider type group?
oh man.
You know what the problem with building a community? Because you think that you're doing everything correct, but there might be someone there in part of the community that's just an ass and fuck up and let a zombie in or some shit.
I feel like it would make you too comfortable.
That exactly happened, right? I think it was the governor. That's storyline?
Oh, from The Walking Dead?
governor. No,
Yeah,
Uncle
I
Ruckus
think
wouldn't have
so.
that. Also, this is too
I
much
don't
facial
remember.
hair.
'Cause I stopped watching it.
Stop when
Oh, that might work.
Oh,
spoiler alert.
I mean,
Isn't the show over?
Jefferson,
is
we
anyone
cannot
still
hear you
watching?
unless you're
Still
talking into a mic.
Oh, right.
So you didn't spoil anything.
Nah, it's all good.
no spoilers.
I don't think he wore gloves.
I stopped watching when there was an episode where Rick and the governor met to talk, and not a damn thing happened the whole episode.
They were dragging it.
It was just a filler episode where nothing happened.
Season 3.
Yes.
Season 3, and they were just in a room.
They were just in a friggin' barn, just having a conversation about nothing. It was a waste of time, and I was like, I'm over it.
That show had so much potential to be like one of the greatest shows of all time.
And it just
Yeah.
fell off. So
And
hard.
16 seasons later.
It's the example of too much is never a good thing. Like you gotta. That's actually one of the reasons why I loved Code Geass. Like I think it was only like
2 seasons.
it was only like 2 seasons and it just ended. Like I like when it has a conclusion.
Name that dad. Uncle.
I gave him a nice.
Oh,
You gave him a
Ruckus.
nice. You gave him a nice T-shirt.
Wait, what?
Uncle Dad.
Uncle
I
Dad.
didn't realize there was a.
Dad.
That's from my neck of the woods.
Yeah, you probably know quite a few of those.
I know a lot of Uncle Dads.
Dad Ruckus.
Yeah, leave
Why
like
did-
that.
Dad would have been the default. name.
Dad. Hi, I'm Dad.
Little
You can just
dad
call me
on
Dad.
Dad action.
Dad.
There we go. Be that dad.
Be that dad.
Oh, because you're gonna like make more
Make
changes.
changes. Can you lose in this game? I've never
I
played
mean,
a
I think you
dating
can end up
before.
single. That's pretty much losing.
Oh, be a hot.
I
single
mean,
dad.
you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, in the game.
Yeah,
yes.
wow.
Ended that.
Emily making a statement.
But you
I'm also single, so that is a reflection of
No, you're a
me.
loser.
I love
Right.
that you're like being referred to as Dad, but now your name just says Uncle.
I thought I should have named him Ruckus than the first name. Whoa, I haven't been in years.
Hold up. This
Aw.
about anime.
We begin looking through
That's
it.
your
This
daughter.
Discord's talking about anime, talking about K-On!
That's the
Nice.
coolest baby.
Y'all
ever.
are cultured and have good taste.
The only
FLCL.
way your father and I. The only way your mother and I.
So you can either be like a bi dad or a gay dad. What was your previous relationship?
Doesn't make
Aw.
a difference. It seems like
Yeah.
the only way I could get you. to
That
stop
person
crying
has
was
passed
to-
away.
I got a dead mom. All right. Oh, you start crying again. You spent the first 2 years of your life with sunglasses on. Nice. Halloween.
We got a question from CC GamerGirl94 because we were talking about Fight Night earlier. What is the best fighting game?
Fighting game.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Wait, fighting game.
Fighting
Not
game.
boxing game.
Just
Fighting game,
fighting. I mean,
period.
boxing is a type of fighting.
Tatsunoko versus Capcom is my pick. I love that game.
God, the most random picks. Okay.
I mean, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike is like goated. I don't think we need.
I think most people would say that's
Yeah.
like the greatest fighting game.
for my personal, probably Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2. I went so hard on that game. I'm a big Guilty Gear guy. Anything Arxis made, probably for me.
If not Third Strike, I'd probably pick one of the alphas. Those were one of my favorite Street.
Alpha 3 then.
Yeah, like that's what most people probably say is like it's one of the greatest fighters. But my personal favorites, I love Soul Calibur and then Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Yeah, and then X-Men vs. Street Fighter 2 was underrated.
Yeah.
But hold on to that note. We're gonna do some more Dream Daddy dating, as well as talk about other games that we enjoyed. After the break, we got to run these ads. We got bills to pay. But stay tuned for more Xplay Kickback. We'll be right back after the break. Skirt. Yo, baby, welcome back to the Xplay Kickback. We're just sitting here playing some games, warming you guys up for the big attack of the show that's coming at 4 p.m. later in the day. But yeah, I'm playing some Dream Daddy right now. I've never played this game before. Emily suggested maybe hop on Fall Guys. I haven't played it. I don't know. What we can do is spam 1 in the chat for more Dream Daddy or 2 for Fall Guys. Let me know if you want me to switch the game. I'll play whatever you guys want, but for now we're gonna stay on this and we'll watch that vote, see what the general consensus is.
The ones in Discord too.
I mean, if you can keep an eye on it,
Yeah.
Yo, join the Discord. By the way, do you know the link to the actual direct? If I can, I don't know what our Discord link is, but G4 TV Discord. Make sure to join it.
Just go to Discord, look up G4 TV.
Yeah,
You'll probably find us.
Oh yeah, they have a search functionality now, right?
Probably.
I think so. I think that
A lot
they
of
added.
twos in Twitch chat.
What was 2's for?
Who's keeping?
2 is
2 was Fall
2 was for
Guys.
Fall Guys.
All right.
Oh, okay.
So y'all don't dream about daddies. Interesting,
Wow.
Chad.
Y'all don't want to see the adventures of Uncle Ruckus before he fell to the dark side?
How do you know this is before?
A good point. Good point. Wow. I guess we're going over to.
Also, to the people that said Dissidia and Def Jam were the greatest fighting games in the chat, I see you. I feel you. And also, shout out to the person that said Rumble Roses.
Listicle.
Wait, no love to Killer Instinct, man. I think that was a classic the arcade.
Killer Instinct was good.
According to your friend, nobody plays Killer Instinct. Like,
You know,
F Paris.
shout out to one person that said Evil Zone. I saw Evil Zone on the Twitch chat. You also are cultured.
is Rumble Roses, was that wrestling game?
Yeah.
That was the one with all the half-naked chicks. That's why you like it. You like
Never said I wasn't a degenerate.
You said DOA beach volleyball too?
Yeah, I played it for the volleyball. Totally.
It had good mechanics.
Great volleyball mechanics. Honestly slept on.
Hey, which Soul Calibur was it that every system had an exclusive character? So
Pretty much all of them.
No, like one was Link. The other one was
That was 2. No, but I'm saying literally everyone had like exclusive characters for each platform. So then on the 360 era, it had
It was
Yoda,
Darth Vader and Yoda.
Yoda, Darth Vader, and then Star Killer was in also.
That's what Calibur 4.
Yeah.
Soul Calibur.
I'm not talking about like specific platforms, but I'm just saying like each platform did have characters. It was like it's kind of like it's tradition to just put.
So that was during
characters.
the GameCube.
That was from the GameCube era. That was
Yeah.
the second one. The game won't load.
Jefferson's hacker self has Soul Calibur 2, the GameCube edition, running on.
Allegedly
Has it running on. Allegedly an Xbox Series S.
I closed out one game for one that don't work. Let's try this again.
I have it up there. It's upstairs.
Season 1. It's in season 1.
He's allegedly a hacker.
I could have sworn this game been out for like 2 years.
Allegedly.
Why do we have to wait for everything to run in this?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This is the most struggly PS5 I've ever seen, bro. Oh my god, mine does not work like this at home.
We somehow got a janky PS5 of all the PS5s that exist.
We got the one PS5 with a regular hard drive. It don't have to be in there. Do you guys enjoy Fall Guys? I've never actually played it.
It's really fun. I dig it.
I just started playing it. I'm really into it. I enjoy it a lot. I'm not very good, but I enjoy it.
During quarantine, I liked it. Has it gotten any better?
Oh no! Like it seems like it's had a resurgence. I see a lot of people talking about it. I think there was a big update.
Yeah,
Oh.
and they just added it to Xbox not that long
And
ago.
Switch. The thing is, the Switch version, whew, it's rough.
I played it like twice when it first came out. And it wasn't bad. That just wasn't my type of game.
It's fun. It's free. Try it out.
Yeah.
It reminds me, there was another free-to-play game on the Xbox 360. It was called Doritos Crash Course.
That's a real Jake game.
And
Yeah.
it was like a side-scroller, like, obstacle course game. And a friend of mine downloaded it. He was like, you got to play this game. It's a lot of fun. And it actually surprisingly was. And that's kind of what this reminds me of a little bit.
What was a great era in gaming, and it was kind of like an early surge for like indie games on Xbox, was the Xbox arcade era.
Yeah.
360 days.
Yeah. There was a game I used to own called Monday Night Combat. Do you guys?
Yeah.
That was fire.
That was a great game.
That game was fire.
Did you guys
You
ever
know what? That was when, what was the name of the developers that did Geometry Wars? And it was only $5.
Geometry
Yeah.
Wars was fire.
Did you guys
$5.
ever do 1 versus 100 when that was a thing
Yeah.
on Xbox Live?
Absolutely, yeah.
Xbox Live was
Rumors said they're working on that. Another one.
It's so weird when you look
Yeah,
back
wow.
and like how cool things were, like specifically through the 360 era. I was stumbling all over that sentence. But you look back at how cool those things are, and like now it just kind of feels everything's samey. Like there's very few like.
It's because they were innovating back then. This is
Yeah.
back when Gears, Forza, all that was new. Halo was still, somewhat new. So like, they were innovating back then. Versus now, things are kind of between that and I feel like smartphones too. Companies are kind of complacent. Nobody's really innovating like that. Besides Nintendo, maybe with the Switch.
Yeah.
Capcom and Konami were like taking huge risks and like crazier ideas during that era.
Yeah.
Like I remember there was
So-
something called Ashura's Wrath.
I don't want to
Yeah.
scare. I don't want to scare anybody. But I pressed restart on the PS5 and it's been a black screen. I did not turn it off.
I'm not
Which means it's time for another question. This comes from Special Edition Tactician. What game do you think has the best original soundtrack?
Oh.
Sonic Adventure 2.
Original soundtrack.
100%
Pumpkin
agree.
Hill.
Recent
Aquatic
old school. If
Mind.
it's old school, I'll go with Streets of Rage still, man. If it's new, Streets of Rage 4 or like a Res.
Yeah, I would say Because I Am Who I Am, either Tetris Effect or Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13.
Yes.
If I'm not chilling Kingdom Hearts, I got to give it to the Persona series for their
Yeah.
soundtrack. Yeah.
Great soundtrack.
Persona. I mean, honestly, all the Final Fantasies. There's very few Final Fantasy games where I'm just like, yeah, the soundtrack is mid. Even freaking Stranger of Paradise had some moments where I was like, dang.
Yo, can I ask a question? What's going on?
I like the new. I thought Doom's soundtrack was awesome.
We're gonna have to
Doom,
get a
yeah.
doctor in
Doom
here
was
for the
good.
PS5 later.
All right, we're doing surgery on this PS5.
For everybody out there that feels bad that they don't have a PS5, don't feel bad because we might not have one soon too.
We got an Xbox we can hook up, but I don't know the technical mumbo jumbo that's required to make that stream.
yeah, it's a lot of
I have
wires
a
in
Steam
it.
Deck if you want to play.
Yeah.
You can hook that in.
I've got an Xbox with Fight now.
The problem is the battery only lasts 30 minutes on that. We need it longer than that.
Next question. This one comes from Twitch. Gundam versus Godzilla. Who wins?
Well, it depends.
Which
Is
Gundam?
Is it a singular
Which
Gundam?
Godzilla?
I think it's just one Gundam.
I haven't seen any
Versus
of the new
one
Godzilla.
Godzilla?
So
One
he could
Gundam
power-
versus-
78?
Godzilla.
Freedom
I refuse to believe Godzilla's gonna beat a Gundam. Like,
I mean, I think Godzilla could beat a Gundam.
You'd be surprised.
really?
Yeah,
I haven't seen any of the new movies. Have I missed something?
I think like in the newer like American ones that Godzilla could go, and even Shin Godzilla can like that dude took down the entire Japanese army. If it's just one Gundam, he's got radiation breath. Like the Gundam's gonna run out of ammo. Godzilla's just gonna keep going.
But the tall geese. The tall geese? Anybody?
I mean, yeah, but that's not what we're talking about. I mean, I'm gonna
I
have
know it's not a
faith.
Gundam.
It's
Don't,
not a Gundam.
Don't hit me with a well. Actually, I know he's not a Gundam. It was the prototype.
I put faith in nature over technology. So Godzilla.
Yo, it's funny because you're making jokes. You really hitting us with bars. That was deep, Joe. That was deep. What's the name? What's everybody's favorite console?
Oh, like ever?
Yeah.
Oh, PS2. Yeah.
Yes, too.
Oh, the PlayStation's back on.
I think Dreamcast, man. I gotta
This-
put it up there, man.
it's
Ahead
a
of its
great
time.
console.
Dreamcast.
If it had more life, it would probably be up there for me, just because that like library is just goated.
It only died because it didn't have a DVD player.
Thank
Yeah.
you. That's what it was.
It wasn't the game. It was just PlayStation that, like, I specifically remember my dad buying a PS2 because at the time people forget DVD players were like
Were like the new
$1,000.
thing, yeah.
That
And
was
it,
cheap.
and it was cheap. Yeah, so it was like that's all it was.
Oh, so wait, my kids could play the game,
And I
could
could watch my
movie.
movie. Yeah.
It worked out.
But
With a PS3 and Blu-rays.
Yes, wasn't that the HD DVD era too versus
it was,
Blu-ray?
man, what is 360 might be my favorite console.
360's up there.
It's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I've pretty much owned everything, but like that was such a good era.
I think it's objectively like one of the best eras in gaming.
Yeah.
Hmm
Just you can't even really argue it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
The 20 cents?
yeah, seeing how far the 360 progressed from like the beginning of that generation to where it was at by the end of it, and the franchises that were launched, the memories that were made, online gaming really coming into its own.
What was your first online?
Remember kids when you could just hop on the game and plug and play. Plug and play. I'm glad we're talking about old consoles. When the 360 you just played the game, you put the disc in and it worked. Now these new kids got to sign in and make an account and shit.
What was your first online game that you ever played?
SOCOM Fireteam Bravo on the PSP.
Ooh, that's a good
Dang.
That's really random, but that's my first.
a good one.
Not even the PlayStation 2. I didn't have it on PlayStation 2.
Metal Gear Online from Subsistence. MGS3 Subsistence.
Wow. Yeah, I
Mine
did.
was Choo Choo Rocket for the Sega Dreamcast.
That is so random.
Wow.
Choo Choo Rocket. That's a real
and
deep,
then after
deep
that,
cut.
it was a puzzle game. But after that, it was NFL 2K1.
Dang. So you were
What was that? I didn't
you were
look
in the
that.
trenches back in the day.
First online game they ever played.
Technically, Quake 2
Oh.
on PC.
Oh,
when
yeah,
I
I
was
guess.
man dated
when I
himself
was
for that one.
when I was a kid, yeah, when I was like a kid, I was in like third grade, and my best friend in elementary school, his dad played Quake
Do we have a
all the time.
Right there.
No,
wait,
that's an Xbox controller.
Crossplay.
I'm about to say, who trying to throw hands?
You can't
Oh,
play.
we don't got enough space, bro. We don't even have enough.
But another one,
We don't have-
Rainbow Six Rogue Spear. That was another one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can play if it works.
That's a good one.
I
Yeah, if you
mainly
got another
played-
controller, we can play.
Dude, I mainly played online games at my friends' houses.
Wait,
so, like,
update
Halo
the
2.
game or the app. don't get the controller. We don't got internet, bro. Don't even bother.
Welcome to Xplay Update Edition.
So we just finished fixing the set on stage A. We're still fixing up the set over here in the stream room.
Y'all got any more questions? We'll take them.
Let's see if we can play Elden Ring.
As we figure out our PS5 situation and I gather some more questions, I think it might be time for a break. TBH. Serve it
Yeah,
up.
we need one. So we've been wearing ourselves out. So we're going to go ahead and take a break, pay some bills, guys. And when we come back, we're going to figure out what we're going to play next. I swear to God. Bye. What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to the Xplay Kickback. We've switched from 7 different games, and we got. We don't have any online right now on the PS5, but we managed to get Elden Ring going. As you can see, I'm taking on mutated Mr. Krabs here.
Giant enemy crab.
I'm playing somebody else's save file. I don't know his ability. I have beaten this game, so don't judge the gameplay, but I don't know this dude's abilities.
I feel like this is a ridiculous way to play Elden Ring.
He's spitting that ooze at me.
All right, I've got a fun question here from CO Pow 2001. What game would you like to have a cameo in?
That's fake.
That's
Oh heck yeah! Would you like to be like on the Citadel or something, or you want to be on the?
I want to be the reporter that gets punched. TBH here from G4 TV. We want to get a quote from you, and just, I would love to just have like. Remember when I think it was Jessica Chobot? I think it was. She appeared in 3.
Jessica,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I would like that would be cool to get like a cameo in the game.
Jake, Joe, what game did you say?
Death Stranding 2.
Oh, who would you want to be? Okay, I'm expanding upon the question. If you are going to cameo in a game, what is your cameo?
Probably just
because you just said the reporter.
Oh, okay.
Probably just some guy doing stuff in the Outlands, like an optional side quest. Maybe you get a cool piece of gear, but like I really like that game.
Heck yeah, Danny.
Maybe Halo or
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Or the next BioShock game, whenever that one comes out in the future. That would be cool.
Oh yeah, Jake.
Oh man, I think I want to be a playable character in WWE 2K.
Yeah.
Like not like a custom character, but like a legit, just like.
Oh yeah.
You want the awesome experience.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I want.
Jefferson.
I just want to show up in No More Heroes, whatever the next installment is, if there even is one.
I feel that.
No More Heroes game.
Nice.
Honestly, I'm just like any Kojima game. I'm good. Yeah.
For me, it would probably have to be Fallout. I would love to be.
I mean, yeah, I'd love
an
to be in a
NPC
Fallout game
Fallout.
too. But
It gives you kind of similar to you, Joe. I give you like a weird quest or something, and you have to go do something real weird.
Or Emily, Starfield.
Oh, I would love to be in Starfield. That would
Wow.
Be, hi,
Oh.
Todd. Are you listening,
it's
Todd?
a shame the camera is not pointed at Emily.
My face just went very squishy into my
I feel
neck.
like you're so close to just being both of you being a cameo in the Ghostbusters game.
Oh my God.
That would be a
Here's one
dream.
for-
I would.
Would you feel dirty if you applied for a job? It's for like Starfield or any Bethesda like RPG to try to get in one and they deny you, but then Obsidian comes in like, hey, we'll put you in the Outer Worlds too. Would you feel dirty?
Oh no, I feel like great.
Do it.
It kind of like a relationship. This person wants to invest. Like I'm gonna invest
go
in
where
the
you
person.
want it.
Yeah,
Go where you want it.
Right.
Okay.
Honestly, I love both Bethesda and Obsidian. So you're offering me chocolate cake and like a brownie or like a brownie sundae, and I'm like, both sound really good. It just depends on like what comes first.
Yeah, I'll be a playable character in the AEW game too. I don't care.
Oh, hell yeah, actually. Same. Hard same. That's all I'll say.
We need to get. I'm just gonna teleport out of this area. I don't know what this dude would put.
How's that weapon? That weapon is good, or
It's doing okay damage. He's early in the game because like I'm so used to playing with my build. He's just got a basic axe.
You're like underground right now.
Yeah, I'm underground. I remember this area.
I remember.
Oh, I remember that with BS2. Oh,
Yo, I
I'm dead.
remember discovering this area, and I'm like, yo, where am I? Like, I was so.
I'm just gonna teleport out. I wonder if he beat the first boss yet.
All right, this is a fun question from Special Edition Tactician. What is everyone's earliest gaming memory?
Damn, I'm gonna feel old if I tell you
Gaming
my.
memory.
He's like, I'm gonna just leave.
For me, the earliest was Defenders for the Atari 2600.
What was the specific
Ooh.
memory though, like that you had?
Oh, like a moment?
Yeah, because that's the way I
That's the
interpret it.
memory,
you know,
like,
I
where
remember my
were
first
you?
game, but like
Yeah.
the memory's different. I feel like.
For me,
yeah.
it was just playing the game, like rescuing people. This is a ship. Have you played Defenders before or no?
Nah, that's an old people game.
It's not old. It's not old people, man. You know what? I'll mention this. Like, I'm happy that I went through that stage of
Grace.
playing non-online games, non-online multiplayer games, and it was all like local. Because I feel like now we've been missing that a lot, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a lot of local co-op games.
Right.
Almost a video essay.
Yeah, couch co-ops. Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm trying to. the first like memory I could think off at the top of my head was my dad teaching me how to do in Galaga how to get the double ship.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
He taught me how to
that's
do that when I was a kid. That was pretty dope.
Well, I'll mention this. My grandmother gave me an Atari 2600, and because I was always play arcades by around my area in New York, but giving me that console for the first time, that like completely changed me, man.
My earliest memory was when I was in kindergarten. My dad was like a high school teacher and football coach at the school that I was going to, and I'd have to stay afterwards to wait for him after football practice and all that. And I hoped every day that he would need to get gas before he went home, because there was a gas station across the street that had a Super Mario Brothers cabinet.
Oh wow!
And if he stopped to get yeah, I've never seen one since. I don't know, but they had one somehow. And he would stop for gas, and he'd give me $1, and I could go play Mario on that $1.
And
Yeah,
I beat it.
I'd
with that
never
one
seen
quarter.
it before. Yeah.
I think for me, it's like twofold. Like the first game I ever remember playing was Sonic the Hedgehog 2. But like in terms of memories, it's my mom working me in Marvel Mutant Academy or X-Men Mutant Academy 2. And then,
I forgot about that game.
Yeah, I mean, my mom was a beast in fighting games. It was not fun.
Yeah.
Oh, so you have a long history of getting your ass whooped in fighting games.
Yes. Some would say it's my brand. And then
Someone say it's my brand.
and it just, you know,
Corey was right there for you.
for me personally, Final Fantasy IX, I remember that being the first game really affecting me as a kid. Like, just, I didn't know you could tell stories like that in games or just see stories like that. So, those are like kind of within the same year, I remember.
For me, it has to be. I know this is also very on brand for me. It was a Reader Rabbit game, or it was The Busy World of Richard Scarry. So like, I was like, I've shared this photo on my social media a few times. I was playing on the PC at 3 years old, because my parents. That was a time in like the 90s. It was like edutainment games. So it's like we had the Windows 90, and it was like great. You could buy CD-ROMs that could teach your kids. It was like, this is an educational video game. So like, my parents bought me all these educational video games. So like Oregon Trail, Math Blasters, all Jump Starts.
Blasters.
And so I grew up on those, and that's essentially the gateway drug to PC and regular gaming. Because I was like, I want to keep doing this.
I had Mario Teaches Typing. I had
You had the Mario typing game?
Mario
I had
Teaches
the
Typing.
Mario
It was
typing.
awesome.
Yeah, I had that.
I had Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego?
Great game.
Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego?
Let's be real. If there was no Spy Fox, we wouldn't have gotten GoldenEye 007 on the instant.
Oh my god, that's a bold claim. That's a bold claim.
Back when
like
kids played kids games.
Freddy Fish. I mean, I think that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's something we'd actually been asking and kind of playing with the idea of like, where did these games go? Are they just apps now? And like, how good are? I feel like this is just me being ageist. But I feel like there was a lot more time and effort put into edutainment games back in the day, and now it's like anybody can make an app, and it just like, here's a kid's app.
I'll take it a step further though. I don't know. Like, I don't know if those games would fly as well today, just because there's also been a cultural shift since we were
That's
kids.
true, yeah.
Kids were kids when we were kids.
Yeah, true. But
most of these kids are playing Grand Theft Auto role-playing servers nowadays.
I think the Queen Mavis Beacon could still teach the
Mavis
next
Beacon.
generation to type.
Our beautiful, return to us.
How do
We
I
miss
bring up my
you.
Oh, I did not mean to do that. How do I bring up the horse on this?
Oh, I have a pretty good question for everybody. What was your first console that you purchased with your
Does
own
he not
money?
have the horse yet?
With your own money, not your parents at all. Just
The PS3.
PS3. Okay. Wow, was that it? That was
Gotta be-
expensive.
Well, no, it was like I bought it way after the fact.
Oh, I was like, yo, launch?
Yeah, no,
Is it
not
the
at
first
launch.
console like game? What question?
Console.
Like,
Like,
but-
what was your first console that you purchased with your own money? Without your parents' help? Like,
I think mine was the Virtual Boy.
oh my god.
Oh my god!
I'm so sorry, Jake.
No, I wish I did. But I remember getting that, and I was like, because it was like I could kind of play it in the car. So I would like take it with me on like road trips.
No headaches? No headaches at all?
I mean, I have astigmatisms now, which I'm sure is from that. It burned holes through my retinas. But yeah, other than that.
Yeah.
saved monthly allowance. Does that still count? That still counts.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the Nintendo Wii Brawl package deal, that was my
yeah.
first console I bought with my money.
I don't think he has the horse.
For me, I think the Sega CD counts or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an adapter though. I don't.
Was
see
it?
that's a-
I didn't have one, so I didn't know what it
Yes,
Yeah, I don't
exactly.
exactly. Because if you need a Sega Genesis, you connect the Sega CD. After that was Nintendo 64 was my first one that I purchased with my own money.
Yeah.
The first one I ever purchased with my own money was my Nintendo 3DS because I had very kind parents because my brother and I were kind of a package deal. So it was just like Christmas. Here's the new console. Like we didn't have too much. Like I think the first console we got as a family was GameCube. Then I got the PS2 for my 10th birthday with the iToy, which was great. And then we got the Wii and then the 360. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't until I took my PS2 that was gifted to me to college and stuff, I stole an Xbox 360 from my house, and then I just purchased the 3DS in college, and then after I graduated, my first adult purchase was in my new apartment was my 36-inch Samsung TV, which I still have, and it's a crime, I know, and a PS4 with The Last of Us remastered on
I
it.
did the same thing. My graduation gift for myself for college was a PS4.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, I remember my parents got me a 360 for college graduation, and then I remember buying the Xbox One, and that was like a big deal for me because I was poor as shit when I bought that.
Launch day?
No.
That was actually dinner.
Yeah,
I love
Connected.
yeah. I
Annie,
just didn't eat for a few days.
I respect you and I love you so much because you're asking all of us if we're buying these consoles on launch day, and it's like, no, it's like 3 years after they came
Yeah.
out.
No, because I mean, for us, I love to buy stuff on day one. You know, like
I've learned my lesson now, yeah.
Oh yeah, I was lucky enough to get the Series X on day one.
I tried to pre-order a PS5.
I don't think you need. When we were kids, you didn't need to buy a console on day one for the simple fact that like gaming wasn't as social. Like now, it's like if you don't have a PS5, you're not a part of the conversation.
It was
People
social
feel
for
left
me.
out.
Yeah.
There's no phone.
it was social for me because there was a lot of gamers around the area where I live, so we will go to each other's houses or like we'll lend each other our consoles. You know, like because I had friends that had a Sega Genesis and now had a Super Nintendo, so we'll trade. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I was the same way. I was a PlayStation kid. My friends all had Nintendo consoles, so that's how I would play anything on N64 was going to their houses.
Was your podcast already like happening when you were getting consoles on launch?
Yo, if anybody knows how to summon the horse on PS5, please let me know because I don't know.
Yeah, I'll go to like the stores.
use
I
the
launched it.
directional.
You whistle into the
Xbox
microphone on the
Yeah,
controller.
so like
The
you
original
move
Xbox.
left or right. I want to say.
Original Xbox and
I was saying like
Oh yeah,
yeah.
down. So yeah, keep.
he doesn't have it. I don't.
Do they not have the wow?
I was saying like whose save file is this?
Where are they?
So
at?
I'm not bugging. It was a part of where the potions were. And
Yeah.
Like, the summon. Okay, I knew I wasn't crazy. I'm like, it's only been like a month since I played this game. Like,
Let's ask this question.
my first was though the Xbox 360 Slim that I paid with my
Oh, a
own.
Slim.
Yeah, it was my second 360 because
Oh,
the first
ring,
one.
Yeah,
I got the red ring, but then they fixed it, and there was nothing wrong with it. But like the Slim had came out, and I wanted it, and I had a job in high school by that point.
That actually is the same thing for me. I forgot about that. My Xbox Red Ring. No, so it was the week Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was going to come out.
Yeah.
And then my Xbox Red Ring, and I was like, well, I guess I'm buying a new Xbox because Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is coming out next week, and I'm not playing it.
Well, you know, I was watching CES, and it was EA and Microsoft together, and they were like, you could download Fight Night, the demo, right now on the 360. I was like, oh, man, it looks good. I downloaded. About to play Red Ring right there.
Dang.
My console
Rip.
died. I was like, no.
Kids these days don't know.
Thanks, EA.
The towel trick,
Was
they
it
don't know.
a fan thing for the Red Ring?
I don't know, man.
What do you mean a fan
design the
thing?
360.
Oh, like was there something wrong with the fan?
When the PS3 yellow ringed, it was because of the fan. Was it the same?
No, it was something wrong with their CPU like chipset. Like,
Yeah,
they didn't.
it was a malfunction.
They didn't
yeah.
test it. They didn't test it. There's a
rushed it.
really good documentary on YouTube about it. It's like an hour long.
No.
Oh, you talking about the Power On? From
Yeah, it was made by Microsoft. Yeah, it was. Really
yeah,
good.
that was really good.
Award-winning documentary.
Yeah.
good.
That you could watch in this award-winning build.
Good.
Our next question comes from Anthony Plays Games. Which franchise that meant the most to you would you bring back? I feel like this is kind of similar to what we talked about on yesterday's Xplay. But I think we're going to save. I'm going to let everyone think on that because I think it's time to toss to a break real quick. So TBH, give us that beautiful toss.
Yeah, so we gotta pay these bills here because this award-winning building is not cheap. So we're gonna run a break real quick. We're gonna run some ads real quick, and we'll be back more with some of that Xplay kickback. Stay in the chat, you guys. Welcome back to the Xplay Kickback, ladies and gentlemen. We're playing a little bit of Elden Ring, talking games, just shooting the shit with the chat. A friendly reminder that at 4 p.m. PST, Attack of the Show is going live. We got a crazy show coming up for you guys, but I believe Danny had something he wanted to share with us about what game he wanted to see come back that meant a lot to him.
So the last question we asked in the chat, or the chat asked us, that I picked from the chat, which was what franchise meant the most to you? Would you want to bring back? And this is kind of like what we talked about yesterday on Xplay Plus, if you want to check it out, with the whole kind of $40,000 worth of Nintendo stock just to ask an F-Zero question. But yeah, Danny, take us away.
Jet Set Radio. I want that game to come back, man. I love Part 1. I love Jet Set Radio Future. And it's been over 20 years now since the last game, and still no word. I know there's been a rumor that Sega's they're working on the next Jet Set Radio game. People don't know if this is going to be a free-to-play game or just a retail game. But yeah, that's the one that I really want to play again, man. Great soundtrack, great graphics. Just love the game overall. Plus, it promotes graffiti too. Like I'm really into like hip hop and all that stuff.
I love public vandalism, so any game that promotes it.
There you go, right?
Go for it.
Somebody clip
Thank
that.
you.
I would love to see Ninja Gaiden come back.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping Wolong will scratch that itch because they said it's not going to be exactly like it's going to be more fast paced. So I'm hoping it's kind of Ninja Gaiden with Chinese mythology.
I know in the chat people mentioning a game that's similar. It looks very, very similar to Jet Set Radio, which is cool. I'm excited to play it. I think it's Brum Rush.
Cyberpunk?
Yeah. I'll play that game. I'm excited to play it.
It looks fun, but it's like...
But I want to play...
The real thing.
The real Jet Set Radio franchise.
Danny doesn't want Mega Blocks. He wants Legos, guys.
I feel it. There's something about that world. And
we got to get a horse for this dude, man. Like,
struggling.
Getting missiled down.
Dang, someone really liked Mark Echo's Getting Up.
Oh,
Shout
that's
out.
that's
good.
Shout out to you, dog. I just haven't heard it in so long.
Let me tell you something about that game. That game came out during a time where the new consoles came out, and people just didn't even buy it. You know.
I also think it was just a weird game at the time. Like, it was a hard thing to sell. When you play it, it makes sense, but
I think that came out for the original Xbox, and right. I think so, right? But the new consoles was coming out already. The 360, PS3, you know. So
I remember the Steelbook.
Classic game, great soundtrack, by the way.
what do you want to see come back, Emily?
Yes, Emily.
I have a deep love.
Overhead Fallout.
That already exists. I can't pick games that are currently existing. I love deeply the Ape Escape series, specifically Ape Escape 3. Why is it in the PlayStation library? I don't know. PlayStation likes to hurt me, and it's the monkey's paw. It's like you can get one thing, but they got to take something back. So the world has taken Ape Escape 3 away from me. But
to play Pumpkin Primes with me at some point in a kickback.
sure,
Remember that one, the party game? The
a
Ape Escape
little
party
bit.
game?
Oh yeah.
So good. It was so fun.
I love that. And then I thought LA Noire was really cool. I would love to see them. I mean, it's never going to happen because of a myriad of reasons we might delve into sometime soon. But yeah, just LA Noire was cool in its game design. Are those penguins?
Yeah, they're like their version.
Can you kill them?
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Come on, dude.
pillage
Get
the
those souls,
corpse.
though.
I did the same thing in
just
Super Mario
hanging out.
64. Whatever.
They was just hanging out. What's wrong with you, man?
It's free XP.
Question from YouTube: is the kickback going to be uploaded to the Xplay channel? I do not believe so. These kickbacks are just stream specific, so you're here for them. You get to see them.
So essentially, you get exclusive stream content that nobody else is going to get for being here.
Exactly. Oh, Mirror's Edge.
Are they
Ooh.
gone
Mirror's Edge
forever?
is up
Mirror's
there.
Edge
Stream's
is
gone forever
great.
when
I think it's like all the games that meant a lot to me, but ended well. Like Jack and Daxter, that ended like with a pretty complete closed story. I mean, maybe another Sly Cooper, but they made another Sly Cooper 10 years ago, and it was fun.
And it left off on a cliffhanger.
Well,
by
the studio
way. They
that
never
developed
made it.
that and Infamous have said that they're kind of really not looking. I mean, they also could just be saying it so that way we don't expect it when it's coming. But they've said that they're not really
Yeah,
looking at Sly Cooper or Infamous.
And the thing with like both Sucker Punch and Naughty Dog is like you're clearly in different spots and you're interested in different things creatively. So it's just like, yeah, let them die. I'm fine with things ending.
Banjo Kazooie.
Oh yeah, they need to bring that back. Come
I want another Earthworm Jim.
Yeah.
on. You know, it is coming out for the.
Well, I know they're doing.
Eco and television.
Would you want it to be?
That
2D
was
or 3D?
canceled.
Wait, not officially.
No? Oh, okay.
cartoon reboot coming still?
I think Netflix
think
put out
it
the
is.
trailer.
On
Yeah, the
Netflix,
cartoon
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
A game I
As far as 2D or 3D, I don't know. I mean, it feels like it should probably be 2D, but I mean, unless it was third person, where you can still see Jim and have some kind of crazier abilities with the suit and that kind of thing. But I don't know.
Right, that was the voice they're going. Yeah.
Ow! Yeah. Ow!
I would, if we're going like a game that never got a sequel, I'd want another Vanquish.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
I love Vanquish. It's
Best 6 hours of my life.
easily my favorite action game of all time. No one's done it better. I would like to see someone do it better, or just do it again.
JRPG Deep Cut, my first RPG that wasn't FF7 was The Legend of Legaia. If anybody remembers that on the PS1? Anybody? Okay,
This man got all the deep.
Hello,
cuts.
Derek on YouTube. This is Elden Ring.
I don't care. With the success of Multiverse, I would love to see them take another shot at PlayStation All Stars.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It had so much potential. I don't like.
It was
I'm gonna be
so
honest.
wacky.
Just make it a Smash clone with its own few elements, kind of like multiverses. Just build upon that, and then also drop the battle royale in the name. Just call it PlayStation All Stars. Like that. That's cool. PS All.
You really can't call it Battle Royale anymore.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You really can. Yeah. Platform Fighter was on PlayStation 3.
I'm finally getting college football back next year, so that's all I really.
See, you're getting your beloved franchise back.
Oh yeah.
Are we ever gonna see Beyond Good and Evil? Like, what's up with that?
It's hilarious. You think that game is still happening?
I mean, at this point, Skull and Bones. I say give Beyond Good and Evil to 20 years. It took 10 years for them to do Skull and Bones. It's gonna take 20 years for this next.
They're too
game.
busy making another Assassin's Creed. You see the rumor for the Aztec Assassin's
see
Creed this
Assassin's
morning?
Creed in Japan.
Wait, that's
Just
for
give
this
us
year
what
or
we
for next-
want.
That's for
If
next
you-
It's
got
rumored
one-
for be next year, Assassin's Creed and the Aztec Empire. And don't get me wrong, culturally, I understand it is a culturally interesting world.
I'm super interested. Yeah.
And the only thing is I'm ignorant about it. I don't know. Maybe somebody could check and educate me.
Yeah.
But like, did they have like cities that you could parkour in? I know they had like the pyramids and stuff like that. But I don't. Okay, so they had more like the
there
buildings.
was like full cities. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
That was the only thing I was worried
Oh,
about.
yeah.
I didn't know enough about their.
I mean, also too. I mean, we've seen like in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, there's kind of homesteads in London or in Old England, and then you had kind of cities like London being built, of course, on Roman ruins in the city. But yeah, I think Aztec would be cool. I'm really
Wait,
curious.
what city did you say?
I mean, back in the day, it was called London. It was London, but it was called London.
Oh, you okay? Sound like you're saying long dong. I was like,
No, I'm not.
why are you thinking about long dogs, Corey?
what city is that?
It sounded like
I
that.
don't think you'll find that in Europe.
Speaking of long dongs, Miss Gina Darling in the chat.
Please, no, I did not say long dong. I said long
No, we heard
don,
what you said. You heard what you
L-O-N-D-O-N.
said, Emily.
Oh, you're putting the Kevin Pereira hot dog in there? Okay.
This build hits like a truck. Dude just doesn't have the horse. I don't know who's been playing this game.
But, I mean, it's interesting because I thought the next Assassin's Creed game we were getting was going to be like the collection that was going to be much more online based. That was the one they're kind of pitching where it was going to be like a multiplayer game that was going to span across varying, like, it was going to highlight multiple like moments in history where you could play as an assassin rather than like one specific era. So that was actually really what was most surprising to me because I would thought that was the original confirmed project. There could be 2 Assassin's games in the works. Totally makes sense. But also they teased Japan all the way back in like 3 or 4
That
in
bear
Black
looks
Flag.
angry.
I think it's about time they got to go.
Yogi has changed.
Make it Assassin's Creed Tenchu.
My name is Huge Slong Von Huang Dong. Thank you, Gina. Thank you. Thank you. Werewolf Assassin's Creed.
Any other questions before we?
Isn't that just Sonic Unleashed?
Yeah.
We got a few more minutes. Let's ask some more questions. So yeah, what about Dead Island 2? This game has been a work in progress for as long as Duke Nukem Forever was in development hell.
I thought I saw it on the Game Pass.
Emily, you saw a trailer for that recently, didn't you?
I think it might have been a dream. It was a fever dream.
Dead Island 2.
I mean, I would love to see that game come out too.
Really?
I mean, if anything, I think the one didn't do it for me, but like the original teaser for 2, which was like the family going back
That
in
was
time.
one of the best trailers.
Yeah.
Super sick.
That had
and that got
nothing
me
to do with the
interested.
game.
Part 1, it was fun, but my guy was so buggy.
Yeah, it was just
So buggy.
yeah,
That Riptide one was completely pointless. I don't know why they made that game.
cause money.
Should
That
have
was a
been
quick money
DLC. It was the same exact game.
It's weird how there was a moment where Dead Island looked like it was gonna be a franchise that
Like
was
the next
happening.
one of
yeah.
the next big ones, yeah.
Then nothing.
Remember when Goat Simulator trolled Emily about Dead Island?
Hey Jake, remember when you still had a job?
Ooh.
Hey.
Okay, there have been sick burns in this room this entire episode.
Yeah, but you
They
just put
do
the
say-
living on.
She said your contract ends after the Madden review.
Speaking of rage, this one comes from HighSeeker34. When have you rage quitted a game?
Elden
I think
Ring.
it's just Rage
No More
Quit.
Heroes
For
2.
me. Which one?
I think it's just Rage Quit.
Quitted.
The last game I generally... Oh, my bad. Did you...
No. I have to think back on all the many times I've Rage Quit.
The last one I generally rage quit was Valorant, and this is like when it first came out.
Really?
I was in retrospect, I wasn't really mad at the game. I was more mad at how they. So you guys remember when Valorant first came out in beta, they didn't just give up codes or like you had to sign up. You had to be in people's Twitch streams in order to get a code drop, and then you had to hope that you got one. It was all just random RNG. So I sat in people's Twitch streams for like 12 hours before I got a code. So by the time I got one, I booted the game up, and it was CSGO with fireballs. So I ended up rage quitting because I was just mad about how much effort I put in because it was getting so much hype. The game was just meh to me.
Elden Ring because of the difficulty, and the one that was just annoying because of bugs was Cyberpunk.
I didn't
I
rage
had
quit
a
Cyberpunk.
terrible experience playing that game.
Did you play it on console or PC?
On a console, not a PC.
Oh, yeah.
Console.
Yeah, I played PC and I still got some bugs, but it was just
Why'd y'all do fake Gex like that?
because he had it coming.
Wow.
Um,
I think Warzone is probably the last one I actually Rage Quit.
I don't blame you.
Warzone was more just 'cause, like the game is ass. Like
Jefferson.
No More Heroes 2, second to last boss. There was a boss that had all these mechanical arms like Octavia, and she had like lightsabers with her, so it was like even worse than Octavia. And it was a boss that I was so close to beating the game, and you just kept mauling me. I couldn't do it.
I'm starting to realize Jefferson is our deep cut specialist. This man, I don't know. I'm not making fun of you, but like you just got like the most random games in your pocket. I'm not mad at it though.
That's good.
It's actually refreshing to hear.
Yeah. I played games no one played. That's why I have no friends.
I'm your friend.
I wish I would have played this game on PS5 when I got it on PC, and like it had some stuttering issues, so it made the game a little bit more harder than it needed to be. Eventually, you adjusted, but this game is like buttery smooth on PS. Even on this PS5.
Even on the Wish.com PS5.
Yeah, on the Wish PS5. But there's definitely a difference. There's no mantling.
Emily, what have you rage quit in?
Recently, Rune Factory 5.
What's that?
What?
It's like kind of like a dating sim. It's like your kind of Stardew Harvest Moon. Like it's
You rage quit a dating sim?
Rage quit a dating
because
sim?
it had no substance. It was so
That's
frustrating.
dating.
But wait, he said no. He said
We have
no?
two different
No,
lives.
it wasn't. It was like the romance weren't going anywhere. It just felt like it was taking too long, and I was just like, I was so frustrated that the game didn't feel like there was any substance or push
To be fair,
or draw.
That sounds
dating
like my
in
last relationship.
dating in real life is hard, so I can understand it. We can't all be married like you, Danny. We don't all got it.
We
like
can't
that.
all get our shit together.
Yeah. Some of us are struggling in these streets.
All right, so I think.
Not in these sheets.
All right, we got 30 seconds to go. Thank you all so much for tuning in and joining us for our fun Xplay Kickback. Coming up next is Attack of the Show. They're going to be playing a Thor-themed dating game and showing what happened when they sent Kassem to Anime Expo. So thank you all so much for joining us. We can't wait to kick back more with y'all, and we'll see you next week.
Get this guy flexing.
Bye.
Bye.